Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Vancouver Adjacent by Night. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. Thank you to our wonderful host and sponsor, Level Up Dice, for giving us an opportunity to share our story with you. Please support them by purchasing their exquisite dice by spreading the word about them on social media. I'm going to go Gangrel for this one. Yay. And coming back for our 4th season, our sponsor, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship and artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game, from dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs. Each piece is created on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And mine is the Gangrel one. Yay, Gangrel. That's why I did Gangrel for this one. And if you have a dry erase marker, you can do the following. Oh no, Elena Sire's in town. Oh no, oh, her health track is gone. Oh, she's being diablerized. Oh no.
Bye, Elena.
I didn't walk in and see you playing with your dolls.
Well, damn it.
Welcome
Guess
to
I'm
episode
gonna have
1.
to-
You died.
Roll my new character for the last time, I guess. Jesus Christ.
Look, if his humanity is low enough and you win the Diablerie thing, you can just take over.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Okay, but would you
I'm the
still be
new
dating Charlie?
And then we'll have to have the special guest who may or may not be showing up for Elena Sire to just show up all the time. And then Sam can just like have a personal
Is the
message.
voice in the back of his head all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
I'll
be
just
great.
stand off camera and like just talk for him, and he just stands
Yeah,
there
we'll
and
just
smiles.
have to ADR Sam over top.
Mhm. And now it's time to introduce the vampires. I have no idea what the order is because I don't see the thing anymore.
I think
Is
it's
it
me.
the same order as always?
I think
Right.
it's me,
I don't know.
I
Okay,
can't
so
remember
it's supposed to be Brennan,
who's not here today.
Zach,
then
Then
Zach,
me,
then me,
and
Okay,
and then
And then, yeah.
Patrick,
Patrick.
right.
and
and then
then
Lex. Okay,
Lex.
yeah.
So,
I think
hi.
that's
Last
this
but not
way.
least,
I'm not
Lex.
sure. Somebody
So
confirm.
hi, I'm Zach Rivaudo. I'm playing the Malkavian Charlie Lawrence today.
And then Sam.
Sorry. I am Samantha McClarty, and I am going to be playing De La Sombra Elena Cortez tonight. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
still
Wherever
a
you happen to be
Ductus.
watching this, if you happen to be watching the VOD at night, the YouTube is over there. So
I'm still the leader of this lovely little pack and family and coterie, so that's all that matters.
To
are you
Elena.
the leader though.
Elena.
Well, if Charlotte's,
Charlotte's
not here, yeah.
so
Okay, that's true. Somebody had to go to Cabo.
And didn't take her best friend.
Patrick.
Yes.
Shade. Patrick.
Hi, Patrick Gill. Tonight I am playing Harley, the Nosferatu what are we going to go with? Primogen Priest. But we're busting out a little bit of the OG retro season 1 look. So, hey.
you're still the bestest boy.
I am. Bork, bork, bork. Misery dog draweth nigh.
Wow. Okay, so last but certainly not least is Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex. I'm playing Cassandra, the Toreador. I also have titles. I don't think any of them really matter anymore.
Nope. And we'll put Brennan's stuff up in the chat, wherever that happens to be. Brennan should be returning in the next episode. Dun dun dun. From Cabo.
He's gonna have so much to answer for.
Charlotte's in trouble. God, I can't wait
Elena's
for
gonna
that scene.
live for that.
Just a bunch of shade in here.
I can't wait for that scene. Oh my god, it's gonna be great.
That's gonna be the entire next episode. Is just Charlotte
Yes.
catching shit for disappearing to Cabo. So
And not taking us. That's the problem.
when last we saw our coterie pack congealment of vampires, whatever you want to call them,
Hackery.
packery,
Hackery.
daiquiri? No, that's Cabo. So
Okay.
they had a meeting with a member of the other coterie, Jude, the Brawlin Tremere, and they discussed some things, and Jude went back to the other coterie, and YouTube is over there. Check those episodes out if you want to see what happened.
Everything went great and fine and good.
Yes.
Ish.
Also, if you're playing the home game as a storyteller, you don't have to tell the players the entire truth. Yes, it went perfectly fine. Nothing bad at all happened.
Oh, good.
I believe you.
This is a metagame free zone.
Why?
100%.
Why do you believe me? No, stop that.
Honestly, I do love those guys. They're
happy.
Oh, yeah.
they're fine.
No, I fucking hate them. They're terrible. I'm joking. I'm joking. Swear to God, I'm joking.
Even if Jude had gone back to them and they'd been like, oh, that sounds totally reasonable. Let's be best friends with adjacent. Elena would have been like, nah.
There's a little bit of
Elena would have been like, no, and I totally love them all. They're great.
There may have been a bit of character bleed happening with Sam there. Just a minute ago. No, I fucking hate them.
This guy's the worst.
So this will be a new night. I'm gonna assume everybody went out and fed. We're gonna get some hangry rolls, some rouse checks, and you can do so in the chat, as I discovered a couple weeks ago.
I
know that look.
hunger.
Yeah. No.
Oh no, as it
Nah,
fails across the board.
It's not looking good for me.
Nope.
Hold on.
Oh,
We all
Wow.
failed.
what a good start to the first episode.
Mom, come back. Yeah, we need Patrick, or we need Brennan to come back, because that at least 1 out of 5 should get, something. So Patrick, what Harley hears is Jesus Christ, man, eat something.
That's the game plan, as always. Every time we have this talk, you always tell me to eat, and I always say, yeah, I'm gonna get it taken care of. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
But I know that.
Look,
You know.
I'm just telling you, I got my eyes on the pretty one. You got to eat the pretty one.
We keep
Charlie.
Well, see, we always go over this. It's everyone is objectively good looking in their own particular way, and like, I mean, I think they all out of character have like the beautiful like 4-point merit here, bud. So they're all objectively good looking.
No, my but actually is like your beast kind of going, there's no mirrors around here. is there?"
No. All right, we'll get something. We'll get something soon. Just hang tight.
Sure. Elena, you hear Elena.
What do you want?
You are doing an amazing job.
I know.
Now, what I need you to do is to lure Nixodon into a situation where you can eat her.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I could do that. That's kind of
Excellent.
been the plan. Sort of.
But for now, find some thin blood, I guess, or something similar, some 13th generation neonate.
Why would I do that?
Eat them. Have
But
their
why
power
that?
become
Why-
yours.
But no, see,
You don't want to risk them overwhelming your consciousness before.
Clearly
I
you do
have a
not know
chance
who you're
to
talking
get
to.
there. Oh, I know
Clearly you do not.
exactly who I'm talking to.
Okay, then I don't go for the little ones. Need a little bit of fight.
Nixodon may be a little large of a fish at this particular point in time.
Lucky for me, I won't go it alone. Because I have a family that will be there the entire time, and they always have my back.
It's not a matter of physically taking her down. I know your little gaggle of miscreants can do that. It's a matter of will. It's a matter of after the fact. It's a matter of whether or not her personality can take over yours. You need more power.
Okay, I'll get on it, I promise.
Excellent. That's all you hear from that.
So, why am I agreeing with him so much? They're lining up too
Sure.
much.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's almost like your humanity's in free fall or something crazy
What?
like that.
I know, what the hell?
Listen, we don't do the diablerie thing here. That's just no. That's just wrong. We shouldn't do that. Remember, kids, diablerie is wrong if you get caught.
Uh-huh. Mature content, guys. Just gonna go ahead.
Charlie,
Yeah.
you start to hear less. Like it's more of a faded echo of the extra voices, and you start to hear more of a one singular voice. Charlie, it's time to eat.
You're new.
Am I?
You're not the usual crowd.
Oh, they're
You're-
still here.
I hear them, but you're new. You're
What?
new.
Maybe, just maybe, it's you fucking around with all those new powers.
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't it?
I would have felt something by now. Wouldn't I?
Maybe, maybe not. By the way, when you pull off this little thing, I want to meet you.
You want to meet me?
Yes, you should go to New York.
What's in New York?
Me.
So you are new.
Also, you should keep your strength up. I don't want that superb form of yours to expire before such time as I've had a chance to meet you.
We'll see. Weird new voice.
We will indeed. And that's the last you hear from that. Cassandra,
Yes.
hi. You blink a few times and you wake up and you look at your, I guess, in your haven, you have I'm assuming, vanity mirror and, yeah. you see someone sitting at your vanity mirror, and they're brushing long hair.
Can I help you?
They're wearing also one of your long red robes. And they turn around, and you can see that it's Connor. Hey, Kaz.
Good. Still here, huh?
You should eat someone. Hmm?
I'm sort of planning on it, actually.
Which one? Elena? Charlie? Ooh, Charlotte. I knew it was Charlotte.
Oh, keep guessing.
It's gotta be one of those three. I know you're far too pure-blooded of a Toreador to slum it with Nas.
Well, I mean, that is true, yeah. But no, still 0 for 4, which pretty much checks out for you.
I suppose. You don't mean... Oh, you do. You have your eyes on Jude.
That's an entirely different conversation that I am not interested in having with you. Or anyone.
You see, the problem with me being your id is the fact that it doesn't matter if you have a problem with this particular conversation. It's going to happen regardless.
Fine. Well, I'm not thinking about eating Jude, but I might be thinking about Jude sometimes.
I mean, the rest of that particular coterie, you could probably just eat them. I don't think Jude would necessarily hold it against you if you replaced her coterie with your coterie or pack or
She would
congealment.
be happier in our coterie, wouldn't she?
She
I
probably
mean, she
would.
seemed like a better fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like, if someone were to turn, the Bad Girls Club loose on that coterie, it would all be for Jude's benefit.
Exactly. See? I knew you were a perfect Toreador when I embraced you. A perfect descendant of Helene.
Well, I have other priorities first.
Well, you go scoot along to do those.
And Cassandra rolls her eyes and turns pointedly away.
And as you turn back, the red robe that was there is folded neatly where it was before on the chair of the vanity.
All right.
So where's everyone meeting this evening?
Harley would have probably gone back to his place the night before to kind of he still has all of that stuff from the VA to go through that they handed over, and let's just say he hasn't had as many helping hands around his particular hangout as he's liked lately. He probably is gonna wake up and actually immediately send out a text asking where we're going to.
And the responses?
I'll respond I don't have any plans for once. Should we have plans? Should we be planning something?
We should probably have a plan.
I feel like we should be planning something.
Where do we want to plan the plan?
I'm just gonna say that Elena probably, since nobody is claiming the newly found shovel head, I'm sure I would have been babysitting.
Oh,
We sent him off with Harley.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally...
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
Yeah.
if Harley doesn't have the
It's-
shovel head,
it's
then
been
I
a
would have
minute.
had him.
It's
I don't know what
been
he
a
wound
minute,
up.
actually.
I don't know what he wound up. But we sent him off with Harley.
Okay.
Harley would have... Ooh, you know what? Harley probably would have... Harley would have taken him back to the old... his old haven. And
Right.
kind of set him up there on his own. But then Harley would have probably stayed in... You know, he would have found a little alcove to tuck into Dayside. You know, that's still, like, you know, in the same, we'll say, general vicinity in the tunnel network up towards the surface.
Adjacent.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Well, if that's the case and Harley does have the shovel head, then I would have went home. I would have went back with Charlie.
I'm just like
And
holding my
then
phone up so you can see while I'm texting.
Over the shoulder.
okay, just tell them that we need to take care of the shovel head. I sort of might have plans with him.
I'm going
Not
to
the line. But...
I'm going to text an emoji of a shovel and an emoji of a head with a question mark to the group.
I'm gonna text back. I have him.
Before that text comes in, Elena's just gonna tell them meet us at Sularos with the shovel head.
Okay. And I'm typing while Harley's sending his message.
I have him. Oh, there's the message. Thumbs up emoji. And see you there. And I'll actually, I'm gonna put away my phone and I'm gonna check on the shovel head.
Cassandra get the message too? Is she cool with
Yes.
that? Okay.
Thumbs up emoji. Hope it's still not a party.
Tell her that if it is still a party, I'll make sure it's not anymore.
Elena said she'll cop the party.
Crying face emoji.
It's not your party. You can't cry if you want.
Broken heart emoji.
It's a place she owns, so technically it is her party.
Yeah.
The Daedalus party. What are you talking about?
Ain't no party like a Daedalus party. It's the Toreador don't show up. Right, so you are all headed to Sula Rose. Let's just hit fast forward on that a little bit. And you're all semi-arriving roughly around the same time.
I would have taken surface level. I would have not spent as minimal time in the sewers as possible. But I would actually kind of be showing him maybe how to stalk around a little bit on the way there, trying to teach him, you know, how to hide around corners and whatnot.
He did have some obfuscate from what you had observed.
Okay. He wasn't exhibiting anything else on the way.
No, like
Okay.
it seems like he has a lot of obfuscate, but he hasn't been able to manifest any other powers.
Okay. And if you don't mind, I would like to have just a very tiny conversation with them on the way there, just so.
Sure.
Yeah. So what's your name anyway?
Like the person that threw like dirt on my face told me to like make up a name. That's what I told you before, but Scott. Yes.
Scott. The person who did this to you, what did they look anything like me?
No.
What they look like?
Well, for the most part, I saw a shovel, and then I was kind of like blurry-eyed a little bit when they were like shoveling dirt on me.
Gotcha.
So I think they look normal. Leather jacket, I guess. Things.
Oh, it's the Sabbat. That's part of the uniform for like the whole political faction.
The what?
The Sabbat. You're the shock troop of a war that's about ready to pop off
With vampires.
with vampires. I know this sounds like it's out of a fucking movie, but we don't have a lot of time to get you up to speed with what you need to know, but it's probably a better thing that I found you instead of someone else. How did you get away, actually? I'm gonna stop him in an alleyway before we go any closer to the club. How did you get away, actually?
I have no idea what you mean by get away. Like, I think I was down there for a while. And then when I eventually dug myself out, like, everybody was gone. But there were, like, a bunch of holes in the ground. Looked like that they had been dug.
Hold on a second. I need to double check my sheet. I need to...
Sure.
Yep. Oh, no, I took Caressa Vitae, not Taste of Vitae. Never mind. Hold on a moment. Just double checking one more thing. Yeah, I will have to double check that later. Okay. But... So, I think more than likely you were a little late to the party, so to speak, and they left you for a botched job.
That's really weird.
You haven't killed anybody yet, have you?
No. Like, I'd kind of seen some people walking towards that party, and then I went to the party, and then I was like really thirsty, but nothing I drank really was like kind of staying down, if you catch my meaning.
Understood. Do you have a partner, kids?
No.
You're single?
Yeah.
Any extended family?
Not here, no. Not in Vancouver, anyway.
How old is this guy?
He looks to be about 19 to about 22-ish.
Oh, you're a college kid, aren't you?
Yeah. UBC.
All right, look. From here on out, you're with me. Okay?
Sure.
The people that I'm taking you to see are very, very dangerous people. All right, they're my friends from last night. Okay?
They don't seem that dangerous.
We're capable of a lot.
Seem kind of goofy at times, really.
It takes the edge off. It makes the
It
makes the it's part of the telenovela like goulash that we have going on. We
watch telenovelas too as a vampire,
you gotta do something with eternity, don't you?
I guess.
But look, you were meant to die a gruesome and bloody death here within the next couple of weeks. And
Well, that doesn't sound very fun.
no. And I want to make sure that you need to be taken care of. And in a way that's not going to get you killed.
That would be preferable, I suppose. Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna finish the rest of the trip over. Just follow my lead. Keep quiet unless you're spoken to when we get there, until they get to kind of know you a little better. But know that I'm there. You've got some of my blood in you now. I can keep you under control.
Okay. Sure.
All right, now wait for this car to go. All right, let's go. Now take him across the street and finish the rest of the trip.
All right. So, everyone is kind of arriving roughly around the same time.
Hello.
I
Still no Charlotte, huh?
still know Charlotte.
Have you texted her lately?
Yes, I text her all the time.
Does she
Maybe I
text
should
back?
try to text her. Maybe she'll answer me.
You can try.
Oh, she better not.
I'm going to text her.
Now you have to.
I'm gonna pull out my flip phone and just and send her a text message.
Wait
Not
till we
gonna
get
say what
Brennan
that-
on the phone.
Not telling anybody what that text message says. That will be for the Patreon content in our special chat.
Dun, dun, dun.
As Elena's typing, Charlie goes, I need to get you a BlackBerry.
Can she have
I-
one of those?
Those are
I don't-
old.
Those
I
are
don't think
really
that
old.
they- I didn't like blackberries when I was alive. I'm not going to like
Oh,
them
hey,
now.
it's a flip phone. My grandmother had one of those.
How old is your grandmother?
60? 70?
She's younger than I am.
Yeah, weird.
This is
I
Scott.
age like wine.
Ooh, that's a suitable
Mm.
metaphor. But this
Anyways,
is Scott, by the way.
Hi, Scott.
Scott.
Welcome
Alright.
to here, Scott.
And he kind of leans over towards Harley a little bit, and he's like, your friends are all hot.
Yeah, you get used to it.
And we can all hear that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They can also, is it supernatural hearing, like a vampire thing?
No, you're kind of loud.
Oh,
You are very
you're-
loud, but
bad
but
at whispering.
But yes, that is
But I'll
that
say-
is something that I myself am capable of doing. And I think
have we
everyone here
figured
can.
out? Have we figured out what clan Scott is from?
No, unfortunately. The thing that I was checking earlier was actually to see if I had that particular blood sorcery power handy, and I didn't note it.
Can you describe the person that put you into the ground?
We tried that already. Generic Sabat goon.
Okay.
Okay,
he
would
had a
you
leather
give me
jacket.
Get a leather
leather
jacket.
Oh.
jacket? Okay. Okay.
Well, there's
um,
only one answer to that.
I mean,
Well-
it's the Sabat. Maybe they all wear leather jackets.
They really don't all wear leather
Short leather
jackets.
jacket or long leather jacket?
Valid
That's
question,
important.
actually.
Short?
Probably
Bruja.
Bruja.
Well,
Toreador
hang on.
on a biker kick.
What-
Okay, Abigail,
No.
that's prejudiced.
What?
Yeah, and
What?
gross.
Hang on. What do you know about you right now? What's different about you?
He said, I'm a vampire.
Yes.
Yes.
He
Probably
And
sounds weird.
apparently I can disappear.
Yeah, he can. He's getting. He's actually pretty decent at it, all things
Okay.
considered. But that's all I've seen him do so far. And
Bruja can't disappear, can they? They don't do that. They're just strong fighter people, right?
Well, I mean, some of them can, but it's not common.
Can you punch through the wall over there?
You want me to punch a wall?
Should we
Yes,
be
I want
doing
you
that
to.
like out here?
You can go inside.
Call it an
Yeah.
art piece.
yeah, let's
We'll put a frame around it.
yeah let's go inside. Actually,
Call it Angry Man.
Ooh.
The patriarchy.
I like that.
There we go. Okay, so we go inside and you punch the wall. Okay?
Okay. but
All the
would it-
strength you got, just punch through.
You're not
Would
gonna
it count
punch
as
the
the-
wall.
patriarchy if a guy is the one punching it?
It's your
Mhm.
toxic masculinity being released.
Kyle?
Okay.
Just punch the wall.
Got
Okay,
So
I'm just let me show you. Okay, so what
are
you're
you
going
all
to do is
going
you're going
inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going inside, and I'm just telling him
just
as we're
letting
going
him
inside,
do
just
this
like,
outside.
When you open the doors, you hear, and I've been waiting so long to do this, you hear bongos.
What the fuck is happening?
There's a mic set up kind of on the stage-ish area, and there's somebody doing really horrible slam poetry.
Okay.
No.
Dude, how big of a crowd?
It's not that big. There's
I'm
like
going to
the,
fix this.
the odd 2 or 3 like people that are in their little sections painting, but there's like maybe 5 people in kind of like makeshift tables around the slam poet.
Okay, Elena, before you try to fix it, what if we let the owner of the building try to fix it? Let's point at Cassandra. And then if she can't fix it, you can fix it.
Because I wanted to have some fun and just got what I can do too.
I mean,
Speaking of Cassandra,
I mean, this place is pretty much being run into the ground. Go,
Okay,
Elena.
okay.
Do Elena things.
okay.
Okay.
Speaking of Cassandra, give me a willpower check.
I'm gonna look at Scott and just gonna be like,
Okay. So I tell you to hit at the wall and I'll show you that I can do that with you, but just this is also part of something that I do.
and I'm just going to
5 successes.
Mhm.
Fortunately, you were able to resist the just kind of negative. It's like a positive and a negative. If it's really good art, you would be completely blissed out. You'd be like slack-jawed, focusing entirely on the art. This is repulsive. This is like it's making your skin crawl at how that somebody could go up in your area and call this art.
Yep. Elena needs to go Elena just all over this.
We have a
Okay,
request
so-
for full Elena.
all right.
Yeah.
Don't break the masquerade. We have to actually pretend to give a shit about that right now.
Wait,
I
I'm
mean,
not going
didn't
to
this
do
place get
anything.
shot up like 3
it's
days
like
ago?
your masquerade. Got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you just have to trust me. I've got it.
okay, then I'm going to go up to there and
Nothing
going
can go
to-
wrong.
I'm just gonna walk up there and and I'm going to stand there and just wait for him to finish. And as he's finished before the next person can go up, I'm gonna jump in front of them and I'm gonna go up there and be like,
Mary had a little.
and I'm gonna grab the microphone.
She died.
Give me a. Hold on one second.
It's
I'm gonna make you roll
performance
for-
art at its finest.
Oh, yeah.
I love this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a charisma and performance roll for Elena
That's so bad.
because I want to see you like score double crits or something on it and have
Yeah,
like,
the crowd's
be
gonna
like-
go nuts.
I actually got 1 crit. That's it. Just one.
Cassandra, it's way better than what you just saw.
And yeah, just as soon as I touched the microphone,
Oh shit! It died.
or
Well,
she
when
died.
he finished, you'd hear like the.
So yeah,
Mary had a little lamb.
touching the microphone.
Oh shit! She died.
And then as I back up, like, I don't know what happened. I'm going to touch
Boo.
all of the PA
Get
system
her-
behind
get
me
her
and
off
just,
the stage.
I didn't do it. He did it.
Boo.
Looks like everything isn't working. Everyone should go home now.
Oh man, this place sucks.
It's less violence than I'd expected.
I heard that there's a pirate club.
Giving the
That
address.
place burned down.
No,
You're
no,
old.
they're back. No, they're open again, and they're giving free drinks tonight as a grand opening. You should go there.
Yeah, let's get. This place sucks.
Kinda does.
And the one particular guy that was up there, he's got a beret on. He's got like a soul patch. He's just like, it just negatives the art to Cassandra. Like it's just like, man, I pay too much to be in this artist commune. None of this art's any good anyway. This place stinks. And they're all kind
to
of
be here?
shuffling out.
Yeah.
Oh
as
yeah,
you walk
they all
by.
pay for these spaces.
Oh.
I make a lot of money here.
You should be nicer.
Elena's going to say as he's walking away.
Yep. Smoke you.
That's a bad move.
Yeah, it was. But he
And I'm
doesn't
just
know
gonna.
that.
I'm just gonna like send my shadows like along the floor.
Rouse check.
Yes, I will. I will absolutely do that. And like both ankles just pull right out from under, face plant onto the ground. Ooh. So I got 1 success on the blood dice, and then I got a pretty little skull face.
Oh.
And I'd actually point this out to Scott, like, hey, check this shit out. Watch.
Scott is like
Cool. And you just he just sees the
Completely
shadows
mortified.
creeping across the floor, and then they literally wrap around and pull his ankles right out from under him, and he just
Whoa! And he like lands like it's kind of like going, on an angle downward.
Watch
Like-
step.
Yeah. He
That's called
That's a-
karma, I think.
got blood running down his face. And he's like, man, this place stinks. Let's get out of
Beret
here.
goes flying.
I think I tripped on some piece of glass or something.
Tripped over your own lack of talent. Get out.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, they're all leaving.
Bye-bye.
There's various grumblings, but
Bye-bye.
the other three are kind of still there, and they're kind of like,
You too, bye-bye.
hey, wait, we paid for this space. We paid
Private
for this
party.
space.
We can go upstairs, let them keep their spaces, but no more bongos. The next person to play bongos here is banned for life.
And I kind of mutter, we need the cover.
That's a compromise.
fine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go head upstairs as well. And I'm gonna as I'm going upstairs, I'm gonna turn and say,
I didn't break any masquerade.
You did not.
Like your mask, right? Like we
Right. No.
we all get masks.
No.
No.
it's-
No.
The
Is
mask.
this like a
We could get you a mask. Would you like a mask?
is this like a ball thing? Like we should all get masks,
No,
right? If it's a masquerade, like
That
it's
does
like
sound
a-
fun.
I kind of. I'm actually gonna kind of pinch dude by the chin. Like, all right, now look, the
Please make him
masquerade
stop talking.
is a law that we have that we don't disclose our true nature to those who aren't like us. Capiche?
So it is like the Phantom of the Opera.
Kinda.
Actually, yeah. Just I mean, the
So you guys are more Phantom of the Paradise.
no the thing.
Have you ever seen the stupid sparkly vampire show
Twilight.
movie?
Yeah, she's talking
That
about
was it.
Twilight.
You know how they pretend to be humans even though they're not humans.
Yeah, but that movie sucked. You
Wait.
guys
Yeah.
don't
It
It suck a lot.
I
And
got it.
I
Sparkle?
promise
Got it.
you that if you step into the sunlight, you're not going to sparkle.
I got it.
Oh, thank God.
I got it.
You burn.
What?
I got it. Have you seen John Wick?
Yes.
It's like that,
Is
but
he
they're
a
all
vampire?
Do you
No,
guys
it's
kill
like that, but
dogs?
it's like that. Secret society, like secrets and everything, but we're all vampires.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
And we kill you if you talk.
Just like them.
I kill you if you talk.
I kill you
Especially.
if you talk.
Wait, do you guys control the police too?
We can.
Some
Yes.
Some of them.
don't. We don't, but yes.
No, we do.
Oh, you do?
Yep, us five here. Ultimate power.
I don't have
So
to.
behave
There's-
and be quiet.
Oh, I'm part of the 5. Cool.
Oh no,
That's awesome.
no, you're
Oh.
not. No, you're not a part of the 5. But there's
there's
another
only-
part of us. There's
There's-
another member of our family that is not currently present. She's on a vacation right now.
To Cabo.
We think she's in Cabo.
So
Okay.
I'm like the 6th person then. That's what you're saying.
For now. Let's just for now.
Like a wheel.
Yes.
Right. I guess.
Okay. So you can turn. Oh, I'm assuming that we're upstairs at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
punch
Yeah.
the wall like this, and I'm just gonna punch it. I'll
Oh
use
yeah, we still have the wall punching thing.
I use potence to punch straight through, and I'll rouse. Do I have to rouse potence too? I do, don't I?
If
Powers,
you
I
want to
think,
do
yeah.
the extra damage, yes, for level 2.
I don't need to do that. I'm just trying to go through the wall, like to show the thing.
What's your strength?
3.
Okay, yeah. What's your potence? It is 3 as well, if I remember correctly.
It's 2.
Or 2. I was close. So yeah, let's just do the take half thing.
All right.
That's what my thing was. Yeah.
All right.
Let's
So
just
yeah,
take half.
punching the wall. Go straight through.
Like
Then you
that.
do that. Do that.
Wait, can we all do that?
Not
Yes.
everyone, but
No, you
should
do it.
that.
Right.
Can we all?
I'm
do
gonna
that?
roll. Talk amongst yourselves.
I
Not
can
all of
definitely
us can
punch
do
through a
that.
wall.
I can't.
Probably.
I'd be able to do that.
I
Okay.
call bullshit on you, Cassandra. I don't think you could punch through the wall.
Well,
With
I don't have
those
to prove
nails?
myself to you.
No, you don't. You do so much other things like the thing. You did that much
Yeah.
better.
Wait, with the
Yeah.
what?
It's another thing that we
Oh,
can
it's
do.
this, and I'm gonna turn on awe, not full majesty,
Go full
just awe.
majesty.
I'm actually
All
gonna
right,
kinda
fuck
like-
it. You know what? Cassandra's real dumb. Cassandra turns on full majesty.
Oh God.
Like,
It's like 2 route
Cassandra's,
checks.
Cassandra's one of those toreadors that kind of turns it on to 11 first and then realizes, oh shit, it's on 11. Let's readjust it
Turn
back
it
down
down.
to a 6.
That's two route checks you have to do just to show up.
I'm not even showing off. I'm just too dumb to know better.
Yeah,
I
so
will
that's
make these
two-
rouse checks.
2 rouse checks. So he goes up and he's like, okay, we're gonna. And then as soon as Cassandra turns that on, he gets distracted, kind of slips a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Flat out just punches the wall. And I'm gonna see if I can readjust my camera here a little bit. Whoa, down to the absolute fuck
No,
off
that is all-
successes.
yeah.
Oh, muffin.
Pop
he
goes
broke
the
his hand.
knuckles.
I only got one hungrier. I
He
passed
just-
my first, not my second.
I'm
Broke
not even
his
gonna roll.
hand.
I was gonna roll to resist, but my dice pool to resist is so low that I'm not going
Not
to.
even gonna
Yeah, you
bother.
need. Yeah, the only chance you'll have against Cassandra with Majesty up is if you like have
Or Charlotte.
a lot of fortitude and are Charlotte.
Now,
What's the roll for this?
It's composure resolve, and my dice pool is not good enough for that.
I have a pretty decent.
Oh,
Yeah, but you're rolling
nice.
against her like charisma and presence.
And
Jeez,
that's a
man.
lot.
Busted
That's a
hand.
lot.
Screw it, I'll roll 2. Why not?
I'm gonna
It's,
roll
uh,
against it.
Everybody
Charisma
roll.
presence, you said?
Yeah, for you it's charisma presence. For everybody else it's composure resolve, and I can't unless you botch. I cannot win.
Now,
Oh,
if you
right.
taken offers, you would actually be able to add your presence rating again to the roll.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Oh no, don't do that. I only got 2 crits on that one. I got
No,
2
it's
crits
okay.
and 3
That-
regular.
I don't need to do that. I already have so many dice in my hand right now.
That's fair. Plus your I can't remember the name of the merit.
Plus,
you have
oh yeah, plus my special appearance,
you
which
have the
has 2 more
appearance
die.
special. Yeah, that's,
I
I
that's
should
rolled-
just.
crushing it.
I rolled for the fuck of it. I rolled 1,
I got 2 crits.
so it's 4 for you.
At
That's 4. Is
And
one
then
of them
I
on
got
a hunger
2
dice though?
You got
One
it?
of them was a hunger dice, and then I've got 2 that were just regular.
So it's
So that's
6 total.
6. But it's a messy crit.
Yep.
So Elena,
Oh dear God, what is it now?
you should keep that one around. She's fine.
The redhead, right?
Yes, you need a charisma once in a while.
That is 14 successes for me.
Noted. I love you, Cassandra.
I love you so much,
We
Cassandra.
have no choice but to.
Mhm. This is in addition to any vernaculum rating that you
Oh,
have.
fuck me running.
Yeah, this is like you
Harley's
guys,
a drooling
everybody is
mess.
like, "Dah,"
That sucks for all of you guys.
because I'm willing to bet that she pretty much hit like at least 3 times what everybody else rolled.
This is the one time when Charlie's gonna be more in love with Cassandra than me.
Yeah, I was just saying, like without even like realizing it, it's like a half step, like something like right next to Cassandra, like
People-
like in the middle of watching this dude try to punch.
People
Just
in the
gonna look-
presence of the user can only stare, slack-jawed, or avert their eyes in fear or submission. Anyone wanting to act any way, blah blah blah, accept self-preservation, make the roll, and you're fucked.
Just gonna stare at Cassandra and just be like,
So the Scott
Huh?
neonate decides he's about to punch the wall. He punches the wall, and then he's like,
See? Some of us can do this.
Sandra should probably turn that off. Or not.
Oh.
You know, you and I can go in.
Please.
No, I'll turn it off. No. That would be not the right time or place.
Are you sure? Because I'd be okay with.
Yeah.
No. I'll
Yeah.
turn it off. And I'll go ahead and turn my majesty off.
what the?
Sandra, you really have to
do
be
that?
more careful when you do that.
I just punched a wall and it didn't move.
Drift back over towards Elena. No, it's not gonna do that.
I'm gonna examine Deed's hand. Like, how bad is this?
It's pretty bad.
Ooh, actually,
Charlie, can you fix it?
no.
Yeah.
Let him do it.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
no.
he's got to
How the
learn.
fuck am I supposed
Should
to do
learn.
it? I don't know. First aid?
All right,
No,
feel
you don't
that
need to.
that blood that you drank from me last night.
Right.
Send that to your hand and will it to get better. See the bones in your hand mending in your mind's eye. Use my blood to do that.
I'm gonna give him a intelligence and wits check.
Elena's just playing
Nope.
with her hair, just like
He's going to get hungrier.
Uh,
You got people downstairs.
mm,
I grab his wrist.
Mm.
Try it again.
Think about your hand getting better.
And I'm squeezing his wrist. Like, focus here.
and you can see it start to like kind of crack back into
There we
certain
go.
places.
There we
Wow.
go.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Lucky you, I had to learn how to do that all on my own.
same.
Huh.
There's benefits, but then there's drawbacks.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can't punch through walls, but you can turn invisible. You
I
don't
think
look
so.
like Harley.
No.
Do you hear like voices in your head, like more than just one?
That's not an across the board thing.
Am I supposed to even?
Do you generally feel kind of like crazy?
Hey,
No.
Well, you didn't like the voices question.
I don't like that one either.
Do you have a strong desire to write numbers all over yourself?
That's pretty exclusive to me.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's just a Charlie thing. Okay, so what about, can you do this? And I'm going to play with the shadows like puppets.
I've
I
never
believe there's
actually.
a 0%
tried.
chance he'll be able to do that.
That's
Can
very
I-
fair.
Can I?
Okay,
can I
okay,
try- Wait, can I try something?
okay.
This may not go anywhere, but out of curiosity, is there anything in this room that's like small enough for me to pick up in my hand that's not like nailed down?
There's probably various like bits and pieces here and there. Yeah. Like.
Cool.
an
I'm gonna
ashtray
pick
or
up like,
something.
let's say, an ashtray. I'm gonna look at him and go, okay, I don't know if this is going to work.
Oh no.
This is gonna go well.
Maybe,
I'm curious now.
but think fast. I'm gonna chuck it straight at his head.
Yep. Yep.
He's gonna try to dodge that.
He has rapid reflexes. It'll add to that pretty quick.
Yeah. Well.
Banking on some stuff.
Give me a
This
roll.
poor
for
kid.
Dex and athletics.
B-roll. Okay.
Oh, poor thing.
Not a 1.
So you chuck it,
Mhm.
and anybody who has celerity, which I think is only Cassandra, mine only,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
basically see the ashtray coming in, and he's just like,
Like pretty fast. Like
Oh, yeah.
fast compared to us. I go, ha. Okay.
"Whoa!" And Cassandra, what you hear is kind of a whisper in your ear, and you can feel like the hair kind of being brushed back a little bit. Like, clearly, this is an Asimite or a Banu Akim. You should know that. You are my child, after all. Because we didn't resolve that rouse check from earlier.
Ah, yes, of course.
But yeah, Charlie is literally like, so he can turn invisible and he's really fast. just like the guy that tried to shoot up the club earlier.
Yeah.
Those are kind
I
of
didn't. No, I didn't shoot anybody.
powers,
up.
though.
Not you, no,
He's-
no, not you,
He could be
not you.
clanless.
He could be.
No.
That would make a lot of
Or-
sense, actually, with him being Sabat like this.
No, it does
he could
not
be-
make sense for him to be clanless and being Sabata. That's not.
They left him
It-
for dead. He stayed in the ground for days.
That doesn't mean you're clanless. That's not how that works. That just
Harley,
means that he
I'm not even
didn't
Scottish.
rise fast enough.
He's
She
he's 2 for 2 on Banu
I'm
Hakim.
not sc-
True.
Oh, sorry. What now?
So
That
it's-
works in our favor, though. We can use this.
We have families. I'm clans. I'm Nosferatu. Like the movie.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that at the Rio once.
Hmm. That's, yeah.
La Sombra. I play with shadows.
Yeah, you did that earlier.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
There's a lot I can do.
Malkavian. I do a lot of mind stuff.
Toreador, I'm like this.
Artistes.
And you,
You are.
and
You want to see something else that I can do? Just
Is
Oh,
there
this isn't
any?
gonna be a threat.
How do you know he's so well? Is there any more roses around by any chance? Any other
Probably.
flowers? Anything
Yeah.
living around at all? Okay, cool. I'm gonna say there's a rose still that's alive somewhere in a vase somewhere.
You
in the
touch
house.
it and it dies.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go grab it. I haven't activated that yet. Just gonna grab it and say,
okay. I pay close attention.
and I'm gonna roll for it. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold my hand out and I'm going to touch it to the palm of my hand. And as it does, it's just gonna wither away and die.
Wow, she's like the wicked, the Disney princess, Wicked Witch, right?
Not.
Kinda, yeah.
You're
Scarier.
And the cheekbones and everything. It's almost.
And
Ah,
you,
totally, I
Jolene
see
played in the
it.
movie.
and
Oh,
so-
now I know what we're doing for Halloween next year.
So there's a point to this. You see that I could do the trippy thing downstairs. I punch to the wall.
Right.
I make things die. That's
Huh?
kind of a general consensus for me. I make things die. Do you
She's like
understand
way
what I'm
good
saying?
at it.
And you currently have shown us similar abilities to a clan called the Banu Hakim.
Right.
So I think that might be what you are, which is good for you to know because it can help you figure out a bit more about yourself instead of just wandering around aimlessly.
If you ever take out the contract on any of us, that rose will be you.
He doesn't. He's not
Dude,
like.
wait, contracts.
Like, how would he
there's-
even get that?
You have contracts?
There.
The Banu
oh.
Hakim are assassins.
They
Charlotte has
will
contracts.
Do I have to sign
Because-
a contract to be a vampire?
No,
Mm.
they
Later
will
you
find
will.
him. They
We're
will
getting
find
off
him. That's how
track.
that works. They're going
I-
to find him, and he's going to be part of that, and that's what's going to happen. That's how that is how that clan works. You don't just.
Maybe we explain it to him instead of just going all over the place. The Banu Hakim are assassins.
Right. I'm
So congratulations.
really an assassin.
I
Well,
told
you're
you,
going-
you're,
You are
a sh-
now.
You're a shock. You were a shock trooper. You were.
That's
supposed
not
to be
true. If you don't want to be an assassin, you don't have to be one. You can
You-
be whatever you want.
I
That
was
is
with the
true.
pretty lady.
He was
That is
a-
true. They might take offense to
Wait,
that, but it's
That
true.
pretty lady, not that pretty lady.
You have to specify in this group.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure anytime somebody says pretty lady, they're talking about you, Cassandra.
I mean, not always.
Actually, most of the time they're talking about Charlie.
You're pretty hot.
Not a lady.
That's fair too.
I mean,
Anyways,
he's pretty hot too, but you know, like
he is, isn't he?
I'd say so.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do now, what I would like to do for a moment, because I'm not really a teaching sort. I don't really like to do that so
Yeah, I kinda
much.
figured.
Yeah, not my thing. Harley though, Harley is great at trying to teach people things like that. So I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Harley for a moment while I go have a conversation privately with these two.
and I'm just going to grab
Okay.
both Cassandra and Charlie by the collars of their shirt and just like, let's go.
Okay.
But Mom, I want to stay and teach the neonate.
No, I don't.
I kind of do, but I'm gonna let Elena drag me into a back room. I mean, you don't
Sure.
fight that.
You did do the thing to me.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, maybe this lasted.
Back room, here we come. Don't you guys?
Oh boy. This went off the rails pretty good.
We all knew Adjacent was heading this direction.
So yeah, I will take them off, and just going to look at them both and say,
We have an opportunity.
Oh my god, are we gonna make out?
Huh?
That's usually what happens
Flattered.
when someone takes me into a back room.
I'm very flattered by that thought from you, Cassandra, very much so I am. But no, that's not what I was planning to do. Rain check maybe, but no, that's not okay. Opportunity. He's a shovelhead.
Huh?
He's not one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, Nixodon has one of us. Or at least an offspring of one of us.
Oh, Floppy!
I say we make a trade. Floppy's just a Nosferatu, whereas this is a Banu.
Okay, so hear me out. That's a bad trade. Alternately, we let Nyx keep the broken-necked thing, and we keep the assassin guy and just like stick him on people when we need them dead, and then you'd have an assassin-y friend.
I appreciate where you're going with this, but it's going to take way too long to train that one. That's why he's a shovelhead, and that's not what that... It doesn't matter. Either way, I understand and I appreciate that. But at the same time, Harley's not going to let go of the whole floppy thing, and you know that.
It actually might. So while I was with you there at the beginning there, Cassandra, it might actually benefit us to put somebody with Nixodon that already likes us and is on our side from the get-go.
Okay, but like, does he like us? Because like
We
mostly
can
all
make him
we've
like
done-
us.
We're the only people he knows, and we're helping him out with stuff, and he thinks he seems to like us.
Charlie, that's
That's
not going to matter when they do a Valkyrie on him, but...
Or the first time they show him Nyx and he's like, oh man, that's scary as fuck.
But if you're wanting to go that direction, we can include him in a Valkyrie only. We don't drink his blood, he just drinks ours.
Oh yeah, hard pass on that.
Okay, then.
No,
say
I
that
mean
we
hard
trade-
pass on drinking from him, because like gross.
Yeah, no, but he can drink all of our blood, and then we send
Right.
him on.
Or even just one, because he's already drank.
It
Harley.
won't work that way because a Valkyrie will trump a blood bond.
Yeah, as soon as they make him do the thing.
Oh yeah.
That's why it has to be the other way.
I have to go back to my house because like the cup is there and knife and.
We
I
have,
don't
like,
think it
cups
really
and
matters.
stuff
There's
here.
cups here.
I thought it was a whole like ritual thing.
Even if that's the case, like, isn't this like a different ritual? Because it's gonna be him and like Charlotte's not here, so like we could do it with different junk.
I don't even know. Maybe.
Well, I mean, worst comes to worst, we do the placebo effect on him. Maybe I don't think that's going to work, but you know. Either way, if we give him a cup with all of our blood in it, and we do some stupid little us thing, or not really us, but you know what I mean, and then it's a better chance of that working than to just send him down there with just a blood bond to Harley.
Okay, so
Or I
let's
could
say we do
really,
that.
really threaten him so that he knows that that's a bad idea.
I mean,
And,
like you said, the Vaulderie will override all the scary that you are. And you're scary, but like we've seen the shit that it pulls.
I have a not really like ethical idea.
Oh, as opposed to all these high moral things we've been throwing out, okay?
I'm very interested in this, Charlie. What is it?
So it's not a great idea because he's really new, but it's an idea. Do we want to do the part where we send him back, except he kind of Manchurian candidates with Nixodon?
I didn't see that. I don't know what you're
that
talking
is.
about.
It was a book too, I thought maybe. So
You don't read
it's
books.
It's what you all did to Harley.
Elena, it's what I did to
Harley
Harley.
doesn't show me a lot of books so
Okay,
much. Sometimes it's got to be like graphic novels. He's very particular.
It's like what I did to Harley, except an active thing instead of a passive thing. Like something triggers him to try to kill her
Oh, I like that idea.
or set the place on
Okay,
fire. Or any number of things.
That works for me. Worst case scenario, I could eat him.
I was actually gonna make that suggestion. So like yesterday, there was a lot of like, Elena had to drink from Charlie, and then Charlie had to drink from someone else, and they had to drink from Elena, and like that just seemed like a big rigmarole. What if we just keep Scott or Mike or Bill or whatever his name was like around for Elena's convenience?
I mean,
I'm just going to say I am currently hungry.
So like that's already here.
And I could use the power boost from it so that we could kill Nixodon.
Oh yeah, would you get all of his funky assassin-y stuff? Like what else do they do?
that
Probably.
but that's not really a good thing. Like, the whole
Oh, she seems to like it a lot.
It would be easier this way. Considering he's very new to all of this, it would be much easier to do it this way than no. And we're going to need that strength. And I mean,
Plus, like, Charlie, do you really want to explain to another newbie that they're never going to get any older, never going to have a family, never going to see another sunrise? Do we really want to have that conversation with someone? Because he needs the whole Vampire 101.
and see, if I do this, then I'm gonna get the abilities, and then we could use those against Nixodon, and not give Nixodon another soldier for her army. And we could use the new gained abilities to get Harley's thing back.
if we all okay that, how does that make what we're doing different from the actual Sabbat?
Because we're not Sabbat.
But we're doing the same things.
We're doing the same things. We're not doing all of the same things. We are not religious zealots trying to kill everybody because they are not
Just some
following our
everybody.
No, we're just picking out which kindred are expendable for our cause.
Didn't you do stuff like that for war times?
Didn't like it.
But you still did it. And it was successful.
At a cost, yes.
It's called survival, Charlie, and sometimes you have to survive at a cost.
I don't know if this is the right cost.
What do you think is going to happen to him when he goes back to Nixodon? Either he's going to be killed brutally in whatever siege she's planning, or she's going to eat him herself to gain those abilities, because that's something that they do as well.
Or he's going to get conscripted into the ranks that we saw. And maybe
Then
he'll
come
die.
out against us. He'll come against us.
Not if we put things in place to prevent that. You saw how much of a stall there was when we had Valdry versus Directive.
Charlie, I'm telling you right now, even if you were to become part of the ranks with them, it's still going to be either death or eventually he's going to end up killing other people that are like you, or me, or Cassandra, or Harley, or Jude. That's what he's going to do. That's the point of him. That's what's going to happen. So,
Then what if we sent him to the prince instead of a Nix?
then the prince is going to kill him.
No, he's not.
And he's gonna go through his mind and hear all the shit we've said in front of him in the last
Then
like,
then
2
I can wipe
days.
I can wipe that away, and he is a lost.
What is the Camarilla standards for shovelheads?
If they're actually shovelheads, then it's kill them. But this guy got hit left for dead and is now wandering around aimlessly. You'd think.
Do you
maybe-
think Hazun is going to distinguish between that at all?
I think maybe he might. I mean, I think maybe any reasonable prince would want to take away somebody from Camarilla ranks.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
What if we get Charlie to do the brain thing, and then we send him to the other coterie and be like, look, we're not Sabbat. We're out here rescuing shovelheads. You want proof of it? Here we are, being good people. You want to take down the Sabbat so bad? Here you go. But also, we make sure that he's loyal to us and that he'll feed us all the information for whatever he sees from them. I mean, they were gonna spy on us, right? I guarantee you we can spin this. And then, if they decide to kill him, like, it's not our problem. And if Nyx decides to come back for her missing soldier, it's also not our problem. And I like when things aren't my problem.
It's a lot, but I like it better than the original plan.
Okay. Fine. But what if Harley's not on board with that? Because if he's not on board with that, I'm going to eat him.
If he's not on board with it, then we come up with a new plan because we don't do sketchy shit behind each other's backs anymore.
That's why I just told you that I'm going to eat him. That's why it's not behind your back. I'm just telling you now.
We got you. If we have to, that is our final resort before we do some other dumb, sketchy bullshit.
I just don't want Nixodon necessarily to have him in her ranks unless it's an absolute necessity, and if we can keep it from happening, perfect.
I think
We're also just kind of buying his story at face value. What if we're the second people to go through his head and Nyx has already done that and has sent him here?
Probably.
We don't actually know he clawed his ass out of the ground late. He could be one of the rank and file already.
That's true.
Again, I could eat him.
Again, we could send him to the other coterie. Since, I mean, Elena's already against them whole hog.
What?
I was at that meeting.
I mean, we all kind of were.
I never said anything bad about them. I agreed when we said that we were going to tell Jude.
We wanted to kill them before all that because they were.
Because you did too, Charlie.
I know. I'm saying that, but we were on. I thought we were on the same page about wanting to kill them.
Yeah, you have nothing to be offended about. You were up front, and we know that, and we're not saying it's bad.
I'm not trying to kill them now. Not actively.
Right.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that before.
What?
That you're not trying to kill someone. That's like progress.
You do realize I actively don't kill people all the time, right?
No, honestly, I assume anytime that you're not like directly in front of me, that you're just out there like macheteing your way through fields. Like that's just what I picture when I think of Elena.
I'm hurt, Cassandra, that you would think that of me. I'm not that brutal.
You're right. I'm sorry. There would be no machete.
You kidding me? Cassandra, you really think so low of me right now, like that badly, like that I'm just someone that goes out murdering everybody.
Well, how about
everybody?
How about we do this plan of Cassandra's instead of eating him and you prove her wrong?
Oh, I know what you're doing. That's a good thing there, the reverse psychology thing.
A little bit, but I'm still on board with it.
Fine. Things go poorly, though. I'm taking the power so that we can kill Nixodon.
Honestly, checks out.
If he turns on us, I'm not going to stop you, but I don't want to be them from the start.
Fine.
So do we pull Harley in here, or do we go in there?
I'm just going there. Doesn't really matter.
Alright, why don't you guys... Somebody needs to explain it to Harley before we just go into the thing, especially after the last time that the thing happened to somebody. The whole ordeal, so just... I'm going to send Harley in here, explain all the things to him, and then come back in here and do the thing.
Okay, I can go swap out with Harley to talk with Scott, so it's not just like waiting room.
You don't trust me with the melon, do you?
We could always lock Scott in the fuck room.
You have
a fuck room here?
That's
Do
great.
you not have a fuck room in every house that you have? Like,
Do you know me?
what's the
No.
point? Why else would you have a house?
To
So
do
stupid.
lots of things.
Um,
I'm gonna go get Harley.
You know what was funnier? Neither of you asked why it locked from the outside.
I don't want to know.
I think I already
kinda
probably
do.
have an idea.
I don't know if that was the storyteller or that was just Scott and Trudy.
Both.
Yeah, let's go with
Charlie
Scott, where he's just
and-
like, I kind of do. Why does this lock from the outside? Oh, right, we're doing stuff. Okay, yeah, over here.
Yeah, on that note, Harley, swap.
When Charlie goes out, Harley's actually been. You can see he's kind of like side by side with Scott. Harley's teaching him some like basic Tai Chi forms, trying to teach
So,
him
like-
how to like settle into his new kindred body, so to speak.
So this is really hard, man.
Well,
Like,
no,
balance?
it's all about the feet.
Do we, do
Plant
we
your
even
feet.
breathe anymore?
You don't have to. Plant your feet like I do.
Hey,
Right.
Harley,
Okay.
Yeah.
we're gonna swap. just gonna.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's all
You
it's
know
all
Tai Chi?
biomech.
I'm not. No, not Tai Chi.
Teach him how to throw a punch at least.
Do you want to know how to throw a punch?
I kind of want to like test out that throwing shit at me again.
Okay, we can do that.
Do that.
We can do that.
Charlie gets all the fun.
Remember, it's all biomechanical. As long as you have your feet planted good, everything is going to go from there. Focus, center of gravity, work from there.
Flow like the river. Got it?
Exactly. No shit. It works. And I'm going to go talk to the ladies. All right. So what was the sidebar about?
What to do about him?
Okay.
We have an idea. Cassandra's idea.
My idea.
Okay. Lay it on me. What do you got?
So, we want to keep him alive. We don't want to send him to the Sabbat. We don't want to send him to the cam, but really, we can't reasonably keep him. So,
Yeah, we
we
can.
let Charlie.
I can.
No, we can't.
I
You
can.
really can't. Really,
No.
you can't keep every puppy we find.
Where's Kitty, Harley?
I have her actually sneaking around the sewer tunnels by my place.
Mm-hmm. All by herself.
She's a possum. She's a possum.
I'm not judging your parenting skills,
She's a
Harley. I
she's-
totally am judging your parenting skills. We're not keeping the shovel head. Listen to Cassandra's plan, please.
Okay.
So, we let Charlie go in, do some, granular stuff to make sure that Scott is thumbs up with us the whole way through, and I know you're not big on that. But then we send him to the other coterie. We make sure that Scott's loyal to us, but we send him to them and tell him that we're not Sabbat. We were forced into this position, but what we're trying to do is save shovelheads and bring down the Sabbat. Scott's our proof. We could have killed him or kept him. Instead, we send him to them. And then he reports back to us with anything interesting.
Alternatively, just because I know between Jude and Abigail, there's two Tremere right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I think Mordecai is a member of the ministry. They can get into people's heads too. The thing that I'm concerned about is sending him in there basically naked and unprotected. And anyone who goes and wants to look into his brain further is going to see that we fucked with him. Now we can try to do a Valdorianum.
Or just a regular old non-Valdery blood thing.
I've already got him one step bound. I can just get it. Give me a couple of days and I can have him there, but just know that if Nyx gets a hold of him, that's useless.
Well, if Nyx gets a hold of him, it's all moot anyway.
But
Or
I'm not done. I'm not done. Send me along with them. Send me along with them.
To give him to them, or you want to go hang out with them instead of us?
How would you take it if they put yourselves, or let's swap positions. If we had, well, shit, we did have a caitiff come up, well, some random vampire roll up onto our front door. Wait. We do need to get into it. Oh, we need to do everything that I was just actually recommending that they were going to do to him. This is, yeah. He's not safe, actually, until we can vouch that he's good. Fuck.
yeah, we already talked about that part. Contingency plan is that I take the power that he has, which we can use against Nixodon later.
So there's always that plan as a backup.
And get Floppy back for you.
All right. I think I know that I can't babysit him forever. That's we've got too many things that we need to get settled. There's too many irons in the fire. This is just one more distraction that we don't need. You're right. So look, let's at least make sure that he's not going to be too much of a threat to us, and then we can do whatever you need to do with him. You're right, and I've got too much skin in the game because of the circumstances with him and Floppy and everything else. So yeah, I can't make that decision.
So we'll let Charlie dig around a little bit and see what he can find.
Yeah, but let me finish up with him first, and then.
Well, how long is that going to take? We don't have all night.
Well,
he should be at least once more bound to Harley, I think. Maybe not, like,
that's
all the way,
what I
because
was-
they'd know if he showed up all like, oh, Harley's my one true love. They'd be like, that's weird, right?
Okay, that's fine, but I mean,
I'm still
you're
not sold on the dominate, though. That's still
this
still,
coming from the one who asked to be dominated by Charlotte.
I voluntarily chose that.
Okay.
We can. I don't know. It's risky. It's risky if it's found out.
Okay, so here's this. Wait, if you want to, we'll ask him. Okay? Because
That
if he has
actually-
nothing
that's a
to
good-
hide, he has nothing to hide, and he's so intrigued by all of this stuff, and if we can tell him that we might be able to learn a little bit more about him this way, then he should have
That
no
works.
problem with it.
That works, but can you just do me a favor and maybe kind of ease off on the I could rip your head off at any fucking time thing with him for just a little bit? If he
Probably
is,
not.
Met
I'm making a
Elena,
point.
right?
I make a point.
the rose kind of like did the trick. So
Well, then that's good. I don't have to make another point yet.
Yet.
but at least
Don't be snide.
at least let me hang on to him for the rest of the night. We can do what we need to do with him. We can do
Okay, so here's the thing.
I can't let
We're
him go
going
with
to
a clear conscience, okay?
Okay, I understand, Harley.
Yes.
The last time you went off by yourself with a neonate, Nixodon ended up with him. We're not doing that again.
It's valid.
Flat out, that's
It's
not
valid.
happening.
No.
What we can do is we all go in there,
Okay.
ask him Okay, can we look around in your head a little bit? Might learn a little bit more about him. And see what he says and go from there. If Charlie can, then let Charlie before he gets stronger, too strong, like to try
Understood.
to keep it from happening.
Okay. That has my vote. We're good. We're good at that.
I made a plan.
And we're so proud of you, Cassandra, so proud. You should text Charlotte and tell her.
I will. Oh. She doesn't text me back. I'll text her anyway.
So you're going back out into the main area, and you come out, and he is holding Charlie's now decaying body. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, and then a
Death.
fight breaks out.
Rock up time. Let's
My
go.
good lord. Three
No
frenzies
fight.
in this room immediately.
Everything
No
that
fight
was on
breaks
the,
out, just death.
everything that was on the left side of the room is now on the right side of the room, having been thrown at him. Like I just like graduated up to the table at that point.
Dodging back and forth, and he's like, "Yeah, come on, something else." And that is a good point to take a bit of a break.
When we walk out seeing that, I'm just gonna be like, see, Harley, he's already getting stronger.
Good.
It's a good thing I'm already done with this place.
So everybody, come on back in about 5 minutes or so, and get a snack, hydrate up or dehydrate, whatever, and we will be back in about 5 minutes. back, everyone. We are throwing stuff at neonates, apparently.
Chair goes across the room.
He's gonna dodge that.
Okay. And then I'll see the other three come out. He got better at it.
Yeah, he's actually pretty darn good. Huh.
See,
You
I
see
can
what I
dodge
mean?
shit now.
Yeah.
You see what I mean now, right?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So, Scott, I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
So we were all kind of thinking that it would be a good idea if our friend Charlie over here got a bit of a look inside your head.
Mind stuff.
Right. To see if we can maybe learn a little bit more about you that you don't know. What do you think?
What happened to you?
I got hit in the face with a shovel.
More in-depth things that you don't remember, maybe?
I don't think there's anything I don't remember.
That's the
We
thing.
want-
That's you wouldn't be able to tell. That's how our powers work.
Oh, like David Copperfield or
Yeah.
Chris Angel. I don't know. One of the Vegas. Yeah,
Yeah.
Vegas.
One thing you have to get out of your head right now is that the stuff that you see on TV, most of it's bullshit. What we do is the real deal, and Copperfield is just a con man. Chris Angel's just a con man.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know. They suspended him over They picked him up with a helicopter and shit and put hooks in his back. That
was
seemed
real.
pretty real.
The hooks are real.
That's the hooks are completely real. I've seen people do that pretty often. They do the hook thing. It's a meditative form.
Well, yeah, that's what he was doing, and then they like flew him over the Grand
Right,
Canyon.
but I'm talking about the other, like the stage magic stuff, the sleight of hand.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know.
But he's
I
like
think
so
I'm pretty,
good at it.
I'm pretty fast now. I might be able to do that.
I'm what I'm trying to say is that we do that shit for real. They're
Here, let me try. Okay. He walks up to Helena. Reaches
Don't touch
behind your
me.
ear.
What a mistake.
Is this your quarter?
No.
Really? Just sworn that word.
But
No.
what I'm trying to say is, we can do things that you wouldn't be able to tell we did them to you, and that's. Look, I'm not
That
too
doesn't
keen
seem
on the
very
idea
nice.
myself, but this is for the best.
Yeah.
All
Um,
right. I guess.
Yeah, Scotty, how about you you go grab the chair that I threw at you and sit down and we'll take a look inside your head.
All right.
And remember,
The moment he walks away. Oh, go ahead.
and remember, Scott, you're under my protection. You're gonna be fine.
I just want to point out that after he did the quarter thing, I was letting you guys finish, but after he did the quarter thing, she would have taken her little tentacle and wrapped it around his neck and been like, "Is this your throat?"
Don't
Ooh,
Oh my god, it totally is. You're so good at that.
That's my throat.
Magic.
That's one of the things
That's
that
real.
we can do. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Let him go so he can go grab the chair.
Okay.
and
All right.
sit
All
down
right.
in
Let's
that.
do your thing.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can take a look inside his head. And when he walks away, I turn around and three of them go, I can't do that. Why did you tell him I could do that? Well, how am I supposed to find out?
Do you not remember the
thing.
plan?
Manchurian
Do the thing.
candidate.
Do the thing.
Why didn't
We're
anybody tell me that?
lying.
Oh, nobody told me that. Okay, and I'll turn around and walk
What
over,
was the original plan?
and I'll walk over to him. Okay.
I was kind of wondering when that was going to come up because I know that Charlie doesn't have Auspex that high.
So I'll just like sit down in front of him and go, okie dokie. We're going to.
Is this like, do you have to like touch my head or is this like a Vulcan mind meld or something? Like, how does
Couldn't
that
hurt.
works?
It couldn't hurt, and I'll just like pick up one hand and just like place it on the side of his head. And actually, I want to try something, storyteller, before I do
Oh, no.
the plan.
Oh, this is how Scotty dies, right here and now.
No.
And you guys are mad
Like
at me for wanting to
scanners.
Diablerize him.
No. I want to try something. I don't know if it's even going to work. But you know how apparently Charlie was connected enough into the cobweb to just pull his friends in?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can do that with Scotty and actually have somebody in there that can look in his head before I do shit to it.
Good plan.
Ooh.
Or is it?
I don't know.
It can only go badly or well.
Yeah.
Those are the only two options.
What would you like me to roll for that? If
That's a good
anything.
question.
Everything.
Let's see. Let's do. Strength and subterfuge.
Okie dokie.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, audience.
No, I did not. Also 5 critical.
5 with a crit. Okay.
Jesus.
So you put your finger on his head, and he's like, "Is anything supposed to be happening?" And then everyone kind of sees kind of like a white emanating wave come out from Scotty and the finger, and you're all in a place that seems like the place that you were in before, but it's different. Something is really weird about this place.
Oh dear.
This wasn't
So
part of the plan.
Aw, I didn't want to be back here again.
how's that? Did it work?
I'll look at the others and go, oh, I thought it was just going to be us. Okay. Hello? Anatoly?
Who? Like, who are you
Come on,
talking-
now you don't want to answer and be friends.
And be
and-
cryptic.
Elena, you feel like a spectral finger like push up against your mouth, like shh. And it's Anatoly standing right in front of you.
Oh, hi, there you are.
Should probably not use your powers here.
I wasn't going to do that. I was just trying to see where you are. No,
Weren't
like,
you?
not yet. I wasn't going to do it yet. Not until I needed to.
No.
Hi, over here.
No fun.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie,
Hi.
I see the plan is going as discussed.
Kinda.
What?
Maybe. I don't really remember
Plan.
anymore.
Where's the
Um,
I'm confused.
so
I want to be part of a plan.
we need to.
You're all part of the plan.
I don't want to be part of this plan anymore.
Is like a metaphysical kind of like master plan thing, or did I forget a plan?
Kind of.
Okay.
Ugh, those are the worst kind of plans.
So we have this guy here who doesn't remember.
Scott, yes.
Yeah, he doesn't remember a whole lot except for the shovel to the face part of things, and we wanted to see if there was stuff that maybe he was forgetting that was important around all that.
I mean, a shovel to the face definitely will rattle something loose.
It definitely will. So I was hoping that maybe you could help us get an idea if he's missing some stuff that's important to this whole scenario that he's in.
Hi, I'm Scott. Well, and none of you have that
I have this.
ability.
Apparently.
I'm not really one of those kind of to have that ability so much.
Please don't use any of your powers here if it's all the same to everybody else.
They're not all of my abilities are dangerous.
But where you are right now taps into something that we don't like. Here, there, you can do it. Here, do not.
Okay, so what
Nobody's-
about the one that I can do the little where I can
No.
meld into? Maybe I can
Mm-mm.
meld into the.
No.
Okay,
Nobody's
All
gonna
right, I
do
won't
any. Nobody
I
can do
want to
anything.
do. Okay. All
Don't
right.
do
I
anything,
won't do
Anatoly.
it. I promise. Don't the pinky promise?
No. And then like another spectral hand comes out and like grabs your pinky, but it's not connected to Anatoly. So he's like,
Cool. Cool.
"Oh, that's concerning."
That's fine and normal and good.
Yeah.
Stop
Maybe
it.
we can. I don't know if you can help, but if you can help, maybe then we cannot be here because this is not exactly what I was expecting.
That's very concerning. Right. Yes, you were Scott. You were mentioning Scott. Uh-huh. Yep, that's me. I'm Scott. Hold still. Why am I holding?
just
And then
bored.
Anatoly kind of melds into Scott,
Ooh.
and he kind of stands up, and he's like, "This has been a while since I've been able to do this." Hmm.
I second that. And Cassandra backs up like into Elena, basically.
I like it.
I'm
here.
going to pull Cassandra kind of behind me, like protecting, like.
Oh, there's no need for concern. I'm just rattling around.
He lives here.
Okay.
Mhm.
The whole thing.
So that was concerning.
Okay. But yeah.
Oh, I'm still working on that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
going to take a few minutes. We can have a conversation in the meantime.
Sure. What about
That hand that came out of nowhere.
whose hand was that?
I was hoping that it was somebody you knew at least.
Oh, it's somebody we all know.
Who's that?
By we all know, I'm referring to Charlie.
Who's that?
Potentially, because I've never seen that happen before, the progenitor.
Got to explain that?
Mhm.
Elaborate a bit, please.
Volkov.
What?
Where we are right now may or may not be our antediluvian.
Why would
Come
you
again,
bring
what?
us here, Charlie?
We're in an antediluvian. Oh.
Yes. I did the same thing I always do.
Definitely grabbing Cassandra and just kind of looking around like, oh.
There's no way out. Don't be overly alarmed.
Yeah, I did the same thing I always do. Have we always been doing that?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And nobody told me?
No. Apparently not. So anyway, the plan.
So do you think that that person with the finger was the antediluvian? Like that was...
Oh my God, did you pinky promise with an antediluvian?
What
Yes.
did
Did I
even
just pinky
entail?
promise the antediluvian?
Oh my
That
God, are
act-
you like soul-bound to maintain whatever you just promised? What did you promise? What did you say?
I don't know. I don't remember
Not to-
exactly what I
she
said.
promised not
I
to
just...
She promised not to use her powers in here, and Pinky
Okay.
promised Malkov.
We
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay.
That makes sense that he doesn't want you to
I
use
won't
powers
use any-
inside
okay.
his brain.
Yeah,
Shit! Why would you-
that's a good promise. I didn't know. I'm
Put me
finding
into an
this out
antediluvian's
now.
head and I promised it something.
All right,
You
and
promised not to use your powers in his
Promises
head.
go. It's not horrible.
You just promised not to use your powers in his head, and I think that's okay.
But what
That's
if
okay.
something happens and I have no choice? Or if everybody dies?
I don't think that's gonna happen
And I
in
don't
here.
think you're gonna die necessarily
if
if you break the promise, though.
if we
Boy.
can, the sooner we're out of here, the sooner this
Uh-huh.
doesn't be a concern anymore.
And
Exactly.
this is going to take a few minutes. So
Speed it up, move faster. You're not so technically among the living or dead really anymore. You can work faster.
much like the Toreador, you can't rush this sort of thing. I
Do they
mean,
need
if I
to-
rush him, he could end up brain dead or
Well,
Do-
a Toreador.
Do they
no.
need to be in here? Like, I was trying to just bring him, and then y'all kind of came. Is this?
I have no control over what you do on that side.
Well, apparently neither do I.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, helpful.
Maybe Oh, that
I
is
just
an
touched an
interesting thought.
antediluvian.
Maybe,
I just touched an antediluvian. Oh my god.
maybe Malcab wanted you all here.
That's more concerning.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
worse.
Why? Why would he want us here? Why would he want me here of all people? Why?
That could be part of the plan.
And Anatoly,
What? The
Hmm.
fucking
Hate this
plan are you
plan.
talking about?
when you speak of the plan,
Yes.
the this whole thing that we initially started off thinking that this was some big red string ball of bullshit. Like how were we like heading in the right direction with that? Like this is some big huge overarching thing, or is just some one individual kindred with an axe to grind?
Well, let's assume for a second. I'll try to put it in a concept. How can I put this? It's
I read young.
what is it? The
Fire away.
soda culture
Okay.
that you all have.
Okay.
Let's assume that your entire presence in Vancouver, I believe it's Vancouver. Is it Vancouver?
It's
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
No, okay, right.
Fuck are you asking? The antediluvian?
Canada. Yes, Canada. Vancouver, Canada. Let's assume that your entire process there is something akin to one of your television shows, like a season.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's progressing the way it's supposed to be progressing.
Okay. So
You haven't entirely strayed. Occasionally you have.
So there's a script.
I wouldn't say a script per se, more a guideline.
There's certain things that we're supposed to do, and so far we're doing them.
Can you not just
Yes.
tell us what it is that we're supposed to do so that we can make sure that that gets done?
Can we see the script?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Is it like reality TV?
Kind of.
Well, then can we see the script?
Can I talk to the producer?
I think you
Pinky
may have
promised
just-
the producer.
Pinky swore the
No.
producer.
No, 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 no,
Mhm.
no, 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 no. Ooh, that's not good.
So,
We're playing out Malkov's moves in the jihad. Is that what we're doing? Tracks. Great.
Well, that's not the worst thing.
it's not really. We Malacavians get a kind of a.
You were the
bum
one that
rap.
shushed me, right? Just a moment. You're the one that did that.
I shushed you, yes. Yes, that
Okay.
was me.
Okay.
The pinky swear, on the other hand, that was not
Not
me.
you. Got it. Oh dear.
All right. Where does Anatoly? This is kind of an important question here. How does Elena Sire figure into all this? Cervantes. What's his connection to all of this?
It's bad.
We know that.
Elaborate.
I can't.
Why
Part
not?
of the script.
Can you answer yes and no questions about things that have happened in the past?
Yes.
Did Cervantes orchestrate us moving into Alexander Industries?
Cervantes, no.
How about the others like Nixodon and Alexandra? Okay.
No.
Azun.
Nope.
Was the Alexander Industries, was that all just wrong place, wrong time?
No. That was exactly the right place and exactly the right time.
For
the
somebody
script.
that we know or for
Yeah, that was-
Malachi?
Mm.
Okay.
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 See, part of Beckett being there was my doing.
Because you guys were friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very proud with Beckett right now.
With Beckett, it's, I won't say easy to help him see certain threads and lead him in certain directions. But it's easy.
But him coming for the tablets, that was you nudging him. And the tablets are connected to what's going on right now.
The tablets are connected to more her than anyone, which is part of the reason why I don't want her using her powers here, and apparently Malkav does not either.
Me? What did I do?
Tablets?
Oh, it's not anything you did, my dear. No. It's
Oh.
let's just say the Wraithlands.
So did you have something to do with Beckett saving me then?
Yes. You, I hate to put it in so small of a term, are another piece of the puzzle. Another ancient is moving pieces of the puzzle, and there's at least 3 ancients moving pieces in the puzzle in Vancouver. Malkav is just one of them.
Then who are the others?
I don't know.
Cervantes and Nixodon.
They're not ancient. They're
I
just
said
elders.
ancient.
No, okay. Now, ancient, that's still a relative term.
I mean, he
I
just said
mean, the
Molotov.
first ancient he referred to was Malkav. I don't
I'm
think he's
pretty
talking
sure
about
he's talking about
Nixodon.
antediluvians.
If
Fuck.
if we kind of boil it down to the, I believe brass tacks is the way it's said. No, is it whatever floats your goat? No, anyway, if we go from the progenitor himself, Cain, ancient is what I mean is at least probably 4th or maybe even 5th generation if they're strong enough.
So Methuselah's on up. Gotcha.
There's at least 3 of them moving pieces around in Vancouver.
Malkav is one.
I believe the Sabbat are being controlled by, potentially, from what I've been able to extrapolate from where you are now, the La Sombra is moving pieces around in Vancouver, which is one of the reasons, my dear, why she wanted you to be on her side of the equation.
She who? I'm confused. What
Malkav. That no one is quite sure Malkav's gender.
Be open-ended.
Okay, so
they, him.
When
Malkav wanted.
Okay, so
Malkav
let me-
wanted you.
Think of how you all got together. If I had to.
okay, so
put it
let
that
me
way.
let me see if I'm understanding this correctly. Essentially, there is a 3-way chess game of sorts being played,
That's one way of putting it. Yes.
and Malkav wanted us to be on her part of her pieces, their pieces,
Yes.
its pieces, whatever the pieces, the antediluvians pieces, rather than the Lusombra's pieces, or you don't know the other one?
Well, you specifically the Lasombra's pieces because you're also a Lasombra, so Malakav wanted you over here instead of there.
It was a little bit easier to get you all together than it was to remove one of the pieces from the board permanently.
And Cervantes tried that, and he failed.
And now they're trying to get one of the pieces over to their side.
They're trying to get
Sire.
all of the pieces over to their side.
Right, but they're working through Cervantes because that's Elena's sire.
So who's the third? who's the third in the mix here? Because
Have no idea.
that's kind of important. If there's someone else at work here that we haven't even fucking heard from yet, yeah, that's not good.
So is my sire actually like directly talking to whoever the La Sombra player is?
For the most part, probably not. We don't generally do the direct conversations
I kind of loopholed that.
we're having now. Yeah, Charlie kind of dumped you in our lap.
Again. How does Hazoon play into this? If there's a La Sombra on the Camarilla side and also a La Sombra on the Sabat side.
That is the third potential player.
Hazoon?
that
Two
is
La
occurring.
Sombras?
Not Hazoon himself, more that particular pieces of the board are moving.
The
If
tower.
Malkav can pull Elena, why couldn't someone else pull Hazoon to their side?
That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody's
'cause
playing the
God.
camera. Somebody's playing the Camarilla side. Somebody's playing the Camarilla side. Somebody's playing the Sabat side, and Malakav has us.
Okay, so let's just be quite clear. That's not a guaranteed thing Charlie has us because that's what we do. We are connected like that. Charlie has us.
Oh, that's sweet.
I think he means in like a cosmic overall, not
are
the decisions we make
so
day to day kind of way.
Adorable. That is great.
Oh,
Just think about how your entire group got together from the beginning of you all meeting, and how it seemed like a random disparity of events.
it's not random when you
Now.
look at it. Yeah.
It's almost as if a group of people had control of you and pushed you all together.
I don't like that though.
What's not to like?
I mean,
I don't like being a piece on the board like that. I don't like being manipulated and used for somebody else's agenda. Been there, done that before. Not fun.
the only reason, Elena, why we're getting this information is because we're being polite and asking nicely. We could have
I'm
been
still being polite. I'm just
I
telling them
know.
that that's
Him
not.
not using your powers.
It's just we
And-
could have. He could have left us in the dark this whole time.
And because
We
we're
do have a leg up because of this, technically.
and because we're playing the game,
Mhm.
like that, all of the
And you pinky swore.
That does not count for all of the other things. I think it's worth not to use my power in here,
Yeah.
and I'm not doing that.
all of the
It's true.
Didn't
of
say I
the-
would be happy about it.
all of-
I
all of
I
the
want to
con-
go back to the yes or no thing because I have a just like a tiny, petty, itty bitty little question.
Proceed.
Did Connor really embrace me to save me from the Nos, or was it just to take me from Charlie?
That is not at all a yes or no question.
Okay, did Connor embrace me to take me away from Charlie?
Yes.
Good enough for me. Continue.
However,
Aw.
he also did it because he loves you.
Oh, that's a bullshit, and you know it.
It's really not.
what kind of love?
The weird kind, the kind that can
The weird kindred possessive love.
no. Surprisingly. He may be a vain, self-centered jerk. What's the term?
Asshole.
Colostomy
Douchebag.
bag.
Douchebag.
Sure, that sounds correct. However, he does love you,
I feel
I
like
can't
you're full of
explain it.
shit.
and
But
I'm a
do you-
Malkavian in the Madness Network, which apparently is my progenitor Malkav.
But did he, when he embraced her to take her from me, or was that later?
As far as I know, yes. I I don't get it. I I'm confused, and I uploaded myself into here. So
I want to go home. I don't like it here.
No, we need to find out
That's-
about
that's fair.
this person.
are there any other questions?
No.
Charlie, I know you have a question.
So everything that we've done that didn't make sense or spun out of happenstance or impulse, every wild move that we've done seemingly on a dime and contradictory, it's all been us executing on this plan pretty well.
There have been mild deviations here and there.
But nothing bad enough that things are off course.
No, the degeneration, I guess you could say, that wasn't necessarily predicted. There was a statistical probability of it, but
Degeneration?
I look over at Elena.
yeah, that
No, I didn't.
You started sliding when after the werewolf thing was.
That is
We were
not
s-
the same thing.
Hold on a second here, Anatoly. Has Malkov directly intervened to save our ass before?
yes,
Was the basement one of those times? The basement where she got all hopped up on werewolf blood.
Namosh killed them.
We weren't supposed to make it out of
Yes.
that basement. We were supposed to die down there.
one of you was supposed to. One of you was technically supposed to have been eaten by another one of you.
Was I supposed to eat Harley?
But Malkov didn't want that to play out, and so here we are.
They. She works in mysterious ways.
Do we still
Did
have
she
free
stop
will?
me?
Clearly not.
Yes,
We
but
we can still do what we want. It's just a matter of, is it in line with the plan or not?
there are hints here and there.
I have a question. We recently told a member of the other coterie about things. Can we trust them?
That I can't answer.
Why the fuck not? You can answer
They
everything else
haven't
whether
made
I'm
up their
supposed to
mind
eat.
yet.
Free will, they can do anything.
Are they
And-
part of our?
The
And they don't even have a Malkavian to keep them, you know.
On track. Oh,
the
fuck.
What are the odds that we
I'm not
could
even-
trust them?
I've been here for so long. I've been here for about 30 years, and I still don't know what to call it. The area that you are in now has a plan, and I believe still analyzing the plan.
So they haven't made up their mind yet.
It's not
What
so
are the
much
odds that the...
that. It's more as Harley,
Mhm.
as Harley said, 3-player game of chess.
Are they on our side of the board or a different side?
It was Cassandra that said the three-way. Or no, it was Elena that said the... Yeah,
Yes,
mhm.
So many three ways.
there's pieces are constantly moving. Pieces are changing sides here, there, and everywhere.
Are they being moved by Malkov or somebody else?
Yes,
Right now, they're between players.
kind of.
I don't
Where are
think
they
they're like
leaning?
specifically someone's players. I think they're just like pieces on a board, and when convenient, our players move them around.
They haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. They haven't picked, or they haven't either picked the side or been forced to pick yet.
Your coterie pact. I don't even know what to call you
We
anymore.
are family.
A little bit of everything. Family. Sure, that sounds right. You are the chosen of
This.
as I had mentioned, right down to the random happenstance that you all managed to congeal. There was a little tug here. The reality is kind of fluid. It's like a sweater.
Did
Pull at the one yarn, and then eventually you either end up with a really long piece of yarn or no sweater.
Scott remember anything or no?
Just about done with that.
Are we reaching a breaking point?
Yes.
Indulge my morbid curiosity. How many of us aren't supposed to be standing here right now?
From the time that you began as a coterie,
Yeah.
none of you are supposed to be here right now.
That would check out all
many?
the shit we've run up against.
None of you are supposed to be here right now because when we did the initial threat assessment, I guess would be the best way of putting it, Elena ate you all.
Elena!
I did not do that though, because I did not eat you. I promise.
Because we changed the game by all of us coming
Exactly.
together. Because there is no plan except to let us make our moves.
The initial assessment is that the child of Montano came into Vancouver under the umbrella, shall we say, of her sire as a fist and wiped away the kindred of Vancouver. All of you would have, in one way, shape, or form, been diablerized by Elena.
But instead, we formed a family.
Well, without your involvement, I wouldn't have even made it that long.
Apparently,
I would have been underground.
You would have been
Apparently all of us-
underground.
No, you
but
wouldn't
the-
have. I would have thought of that.
The Sabbat would have wiped away most everyone, including the underground, including
No, Harley, you wouldn't have been able to see
That
to that
other
because apparently I would
coterie.
have eaten you too.
Probably before that.
That's what I was referring to, the before.
But okay, so no, but that could not be the case because I didn't even know my sire until a few nights ago.
But Cassandra
Without
and I...
Harley, would he have come and found you earlier?
when you were embraced, Elena. What happened?
I was supposed to die at dawn.
Yes. What were you?
What did I not know? Obviously, I didn't die at dawn. I got away.
In the process of you getting away, there was a series of events from the process of you getting away to here, in which your sire could have caught up to you and could have forced you under his wing.
You wouldn't have gotten away, you would have gotten rescued.
none of that matters anymore.
What matters now is here and now.
Because as long as we're in as long as we're still making moves, we are changing it. So it doesn't matter what somebody thought somebody was going to do because it didn't happen. Doesn't matter if somebody thought that Elena was going to do all of that because she didn't, because she joined up with us and decided that she didn't want to do that.
Exactly.
That's the important part, is that there isn't an act. We can't see the script because there isn't a script. Because we're just making, the guidelines, the plan is that we keep making moves.
What if we stop?
There is a script. It's just constantly in flux.
Then there's not a script.
It's just improv, and improv is the worst.
There is a script, but one ancient changes it, and then another ancient reacts to those changes and changes it again. It's kind of like improv, but it's more. And he kind of walks over to the closet that you had all been hiding in, and he flings open the door, and he throws his arm out in a presenting manner, like, it's more like this. And if you look in that particular room, it looks like rows upon rows of an infinite number of monkeys at an infinite number of typewriters.
No script.
It's more like that. There is a script. It's just changing.
There's too many.
Essentially, it's already a war.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a war forever. The only important part is that we are making moves together because we're deciding how this goes.
What if we stop making the moves?
Then somebody moves us.
The only winning move is not to play, but we don't have a choice.
No, if we stop. No, we don't. We don't have to make any particular moves. We just have to keep making moves. Because the moment we stop making moves is when somebody moves us.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter what moves we make. We pick the direction that it goes. We just have to actually pick the direction that we're going together.
And that is part of the reason why you are the chosen.
I don't like that term.
I don't like that term either.
Would you prefer Highlanders?
The lucky.
No, wait.
Scottish.
That would imply more diablerie, wouldn't it?
I like the lucky.
I'm not going to eat any of them.
No,
We
I said
know.
imply. I didn't mean.
Okay,
either
so
one.
let's. Okay, just. I'm not going to eat any of those three, at least.
Or Charlotte.
Four.
Or Charlotte. Or Charlotte. I'm not going to eat Charlotte either.
Would you care to pinky swear on that?
Don't do it.
Don't. You might have to.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap.
I'm actually going to go up to Elena and I'm going to kind of get up into her ear.
Cassandra's behind her still.
Look, don't make that promise because we're not out of the woods yet and you might have to. And God knows what's going to happen if you end up needing to.
Would I not deserve it then?
Depends. The important thing is that you would have the choice to make that decision, though. If you
And
needed
we
to.
joke about it a lot, but we trust you.
I trust you to do what you need to do to survive. Don't make the promise.
What do you think, Charlie?
Charlie's kind of like spaced over this concept of infinite possibility, infinite probability. But he just stops, just goes, think that we're the only ones that can make any moves. And I think that part of it is being able to make whatever moves we agree to make and need to make. Not moves that we promise weird ghost hands that we're going to make or not make. So I don't think you have to do that. I already told you I don't think you're going to eat me anyway.
I'm gonna pinky promise not to eat any of you guys.
As you reach forward, a spectral hand comes up and links with your finger again. And as you feel the grip, a light emanates from Elena's hand. And the rest of you see kind of like a flowing, twisting, almost like a scroll with giant 4 different wings and eyeballs all over it. And you hear like a booming voice like, Elena, you are the chosen. And for everybody playing the home game, it looks like a biblical angel.
Cut it out.
What the fuck are you doing? How are you
We have chosen you, Elena. Come back to the light.
No, I kind of like the shadows. The light burns.
And the light just immediately drifts, just sucks like almost like a reverse explosion into like what looks like a very thin, like 19-year-old Scott. And he's like, huh, this is new.
What?
Elena, Angelica, sorry.
Oh, okay. What the hell?
Angelica,
Uh-huh.
you need to listen to me.
No.
Okay.
What the hell?
Charlie, what the fuck's going
You
on?
should listen.
Okay, maybe we just listen to it first.
Give me your hand.
Listen to them.
Okay. I'm just gonna give her hand.
And as he grabs your hand and pulls you close, he touches your temple, and you get the immediately just flash of massive amounts of information. You see like a city made of stone, like ancient city. You get the feeling of just so much weight of time on this city, and you can see the thing that you just saw, but it's not the angel thing. It's someone who almost looks like Scott sitting around with 12 others. And you're there, and you can see up a few steps, a few stone steps to a throne, and a large man is sitting at that throne, almost like he's dictating words. And you can tell this language is not at all like any language you've ever heard. It's not, you know, kind of like a little bit of Latin, you know, Spanish, you know, English. It's none of these languages that he's speaking, but you can understand it clearly. And you know that this is Cain. And he stops speaking and he looks directly at you. Angelica.
Hello?
You have a very important role to play.
Okay, do you want to tell me what that role is?
I cannot. Other than to say that your role is to keep your group together. And before you can wrap your mind around any concept of words of what you want to ask the progenitor of all Canaanites, you're back. See? See? Do you see now? Do you see what I can see?
Oh. Okay.
Excellent. Excellent. You have a role. It's important.
I
You all
gathered that.
You all need one another. It's part of the plan, part of my plan. Charlie,
Look at the other two, like with their wide eyes. Yeah. That's.
Charlie, you are very important.
Okay.
None of you understand how important you are yet. You will. Cassandra,
Yes?
you are the heart. Harley, you are the left and right sides of the brain. Elena, Angelica, my dear Angelica, you are the fists. You are the body. You are the cohesive unit holding everything together. Charlotte's the money. Let's be honest.
That's
not
fair.
A part.
That's fair, but she kind of is though. She's very much that about.
Okay.
She's the soul.
Maybe the liver.
Like our lungs?
Oh yes, the soul. Yeah, that's where the soul is held, in the liver.
In the wallet.
Everybody knows that.
Okay.
I'm ready to go home and be not here.
But wait, what about Harley?
Harley's with me.
They were the brain bits.
Left, right.
The left and the right brain, the strategizers, the ones who figure out the plans, the ones who can work with the numbers. One of them can see color, the other one really can't. It's kind of a thing. I don't know. It's a hemisphere thing. I don't know. And technically only like 10% of both of them are being used, but don't worry about that.
Okay, I have a very important question right now. Are you going to come out of here like that with the body with us?
No.
Fair question.
I don't think you can.
They're not able to do that. This is all of them. They can't just leave.
Yeah, you right now are kind of inside me. I admit, phrasing I need to work on. It's been a while since I've conversed in English.
Yeah, phrasing.
I think we need to take Scott back now. If we
About
have
that,
What's wrong with him?
you were
He's
right.
broken.
What about him?
He's one of the pawns of the others.
Can we
think
move him
it's-
over to our side of things?
You really can't.
So he So he was going to actively do us harm in the immediate future.
Not of his own volition. You were right. You were absolutely 100% correct. He,
Manchurian candidate.
somebody got in there.
He didn't dig his way out. He got sent. We didn't find him.
Well, he did dig his way out. It just,
But they sent him afterward.
there's a little bit of a gap between dig his way out and show up at your party.
Do you know who
Knew it.
sent him?
Yes.
Could you tell us who sent him?
Yes.
Will you tell us who sent him?
Probably.
Is it
Okay,
now?
who sent him?
It was one of those, Sabat. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay, which one? A name? Do you have a name? Perhaps was it Nixodon?
I don't really.
Got the
It
bitch.
wasn't Nixodon. It was one of her underlings.
Okay.
But did she know?
Not very. Oh, she was there.
Okay.
It's really a funny story.
I'm
Tell
gonna
it.
look at Charlie and Harley both, and she's like, "Can I eat him now?"
I think we got a letter, you guys.
I'm just gonna look back real quick. Will our plan to move him in a different fashion work, or is that all for nothing?
Well, one of you would be able to answer that question.
We can't
Why?
send him to that other coterie knowing that he's all mixed up in there.
He points at Harley. You know what happens when two conflicting things.
Yeah.
Then no. We cannot do that. That's not going to
No.
work.
He's.
I mean, it'd be amusing. I would like it. I haven't watched anybody's brains bleed out of their ears in quite some time.
Eldest, would you like to keep him here?
No.
Okay, just thought I would
Checks out.
offer.
It's an old concept that was, I believe, created in the second city called Don't Leave Your Trash in My Backyard. My backyard's, any emotions towards the monkeys, full.
We
Valid.
can we can handle him then.
I can help if you would like.
How?
Can you break his conditioning?
I cannot.
How can you help
Well, I
him?
can, but I won't.
Oh, part of the plan.
Part of the plan.
How can you help?
I can shield her from some potential consequences.
I would like that. I'll say that to Elena. I would like that.
Okay.
This is going to require more trust, Elena.
No fucking Christ. Here we go again. Okay. Okay.
Not that kind of trust. I'm not giving you a pinky swear again. And he reaches out faster than you can react, and he grabs the side of your head, and a third eye opens on his forehead, and into you, you feel like a searing light just envelop. You can't see anything beyond it. It's just like completely and utterly overwhelming. Go now. And briefly, Elena sees like the scroll eyeball winged creature as you are all dumped into the closet of Sula Rose.
Storyteller.
Yeah, it's me.
If at all possible, I want Charlie to try to hang on from being dumped for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do.
Yeah,
The rest
like-
of you are dumped in a closet.
And like as Charlie's fighting from being dumped, he just looks
You
at
can
Malcolm
feel like you being held.
and just asks, "Can I save her?"
Yes.
And gone.
and the rest of you are kind of like assholes and elbows in a pile in the closet, and then
Not a
Charlie
fan.
lands on top of you.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
Get
Fuck.
off!
do you have to wear heels all the time?
You know the answer is yes!
Ow. Oh.
And I'm gonna kind of claw the door open and,
Oh,
and let
wow,
us all
man.
tumble out into the
Oh,
main room.
Oh,
That is
God
weird,
damn it. Oh, my
man.
fucking.
Did it work? Did you
yeah.
figure out my?
Yeah.
Yeah, honey,
yeah.
yeah, we did.
Slight problem though, Scotty. I'm gonna grab Scott by the face and shove him back into Elena.
Yep.
I'm latching on.
Yep, we're all just gonna let this happen.
Strength and
Taking
brawl?
it.
I'm trusting Malikov at this point. just grab him by the face and shove him into Elena.
Small problem.
All right.
Turns
Scotty
out
didn't
it was
know.
all just demons.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I hate
So
you.
question. Considering that I'm doing this for us, will self-preservation also play into it?
It would not. At
But
all.
Kindred does.
Nice try though. That's a good attempt. You get it.
Hey, out of curiosity, Elena, do you have a stronger skill than the one that you're about to roll?
Manipulate. Oh, skill?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty good brawl.
Okay.
I got
Give
a
it
really
them
high brawl.
Malacabian coterie powers.
I was
everybody.
going to, but yeah, now she's set.
Yep. Oh, right.
Let me just consult my rules, which for some reason I have a bookmark on the Diablerie page. I don't know why.
That's so crazy.
It is insane. Oh my god.
What?
Let's see what consequences she gets shielded from.
For real.
You do not lose a point of humanity.
Hey.
Oh, that's good.
You get 2 stains.
Okay, I can resolve those.
I can work with that.
I'll deal with it.
You got a 50-50 shot. It's fine.
Yeah.
You then roll a contest of your humanity plus your own blood potency versus the victim's resolve in blood potency. Well, that's going to be a fuck roll for my side.
Elena rolls her humanity and blood potency.
Humanity.
Was I
and
supposed to
blood
roll the
potency.
strength and brawl as well?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I really did well on that one.
You did not,
I got 4 crits and 2 regular successes on that.
because I
Thank you very much.
subtracted 2 dice from him because he got surprised by the pie face.
Yep. Cool. Now roll that well on your Diablerie roll.
Now, what is it again? Humanity, and
Humanity
what?
and blood potency.
Your humanity and blood potency.
What's that,
Okay.
like 2 dice for you?
Ha ha ha. No, those
3.
are fine.
Yeah.
Those are fine.
It's at least 4.
I think I'm the only one out of the group with higher than blood potency 1.
I think so.
Yeah.
Except
4
for Evil
crits.
Charlotte.
4.
2 regular successes.
So 4 crits.
4 crits. 4 of my little dice are on the little stars. And then I've got 2 that are on the regulars.
So it's like
You
10
rolled
crit total.
All successes.
I did.
That is ridiculous. That's like
Have
10
my
total.
humanity. My humanity, I have 4 dice to roll with, and then my blood potency, I have 2 to roll with.
Aha.
So
Yeah.
that's 10,
See?
right?
Ha.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
okay.
to consult the rules again because I did the
Wait,
math in
why?
my head wrong.
Oh no.
Let's see. Every success gives the Diablers 5 experience points to immediately spend on increasing blood potency to the blood potency of the person that you are eating from, which is
Or-
1, so you don't get any of those points. So yeah, you can't spend in 2 blood potency,
Right.
is what I'm saying. 5 experience points, increasing blood potency, or the disciplines known by the victim.
So obfuscate or celerity that we know of.
So you got 10 successes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I rolled 2 successes. So 8
I
times
destroyed
4
that
is
kid.
40.
40.
So you have 40 experience points to spend in obfuscate. What was the other one?
Celerity.
30.
And blood sorcery. But the blood sorcery you can't get because he didn't actually know it yet.
So just obfuscate
Checks
or
out.
celerity.
So enjoy your level 3s in both. Or thereabouts. Yeah, that was a shit roll on my end. Holy crap. You had 4 dice and you rolled like 3. ridiculous.
You want me to take a picture of this so that you can see this?
I believe you.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't want the pain of looking at it.
Yeah.
So I guess we
will
just
suffer
watch
in
this.
silence.
I guess we just watch this dude dust.
Yeah.
Well, not dust.
No, he just
is
turns into a
recent
drained
race.
corpse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
well-
like full Diablerie.
He's basically just like a desiccated regular corpse at this point.
I get 2 stains, but I don't lose humanity yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Okay. I'll resolve those later.
Are you good?
Uh, I think so.
Better than normal?
I think so.
Harley starts to silently take care of the body.
Cassandra turns and walks into the room away from the group.
Good.
I think so that I'm okay then. I haven't done that like that. To that Okay, so let me clarify. I have done that, but not like that and not in a very long time.
Not like what? With help or with
Kind of that and just yeah. I don't know that I was really expecting that so much, but are you okay?
not really, but better than it could be.
Are you upset with me?
No. No, I'm not. I'm upset with creation. and predeterminism.
I'm sorry, Charlie.
I get afraid of you doing that because I've seen what happens when people lose all of it. And I don't want that for you. It burns really bright and really fast.
If it's any consolation, whatever happened in the wherever we were, I think that helped. It does. It's different.
It had to happen. It had to happen this time. I know that. I'm torn because I want more for all of us than this, but I also just found out that we're the only things that actually have any say in the matter. And that the only thing that we're locked into is to keep making moves together. Which is a hell of a lot better than knowing that you're stuck in one path.
Yeah. Apparently we're not just running around reacting to things like we thought we were. It's all sort of put in front of us.
No, I think the plan is that we react to things.
But the things are being put in front of us intentionally.
For us to react to. They went with the monkey typewriter thing for a reason. It's because in the metaphor, there's no actual execution there. It's a lot of reaction until something happens that is worthwhile. We factor into this because of being unpredictable, and because we all work well together and support each other and aren't locked into a single line of thinking like other groups. I think our purpose is to react. And that is simultaneously the most freeing and frightening thing I've ever heard.
That's sort of all I've ever really done is react to situations, so...
I planned a lot.
You don't have to plan so much anymore. Or do it, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
I think I just have to plan when it feels right.
I saw Kane.
That's a lot.
It was a whole lot. Charlie, I love you, but I don't ever want to go back in there again.
I don't know if I want to go back in there again. That was more.
That was way more than what I ever intended on ever bargaining for.
I think I flew a little too close to the sun on that one.
I made a pinky promise to an antediluvian.
You did.
I kept one of them so far.
Not a lot of people can say that.
You know why I made the other one? Even though you all say that you trust me to do it as necessary.
Why?
Because if I were to do something like that to one of you, whatever were to happen because of that would be deserved, regardless of the reasoning behind it.
You made the promise because you want to be punished if you do break the promise.
Because yes, because that is what I would deserve to happen if something like that were to, if anything would cause that.
I understand.
I wouldn't come back from that.
I understand. And I am going to keep trying to help you not get there.
I understand that too. And I thank you.
So, Harley, after taking care of the body,
he'll actively look for Cassandra, wherever she would have been hiding out at after after Elena's meal.
So I figure we all just kind of got emptied into the room we started. So Cassandra's just sort of walked away from the group and is just standing over by the windows.
He'd Harley'd probably go and he wouldn't approach her from directly behind. He would make sure that she'd be able to pick him up in her peripheral vision, so he wouldn't be sneaking up on her. He's kind of looking out the window with her. What I said earlier about, you wouldn't have stayed down below forever. I would have. I would have made sure that you would have gotten out one way or the other. I want you to know that.
I know that if the situation was the way it was, that's true, but everything's all predetermined and we're all just pawns on someone's board. Maybe you got eaten by Elena like 40 years ago, or fell off a cliff, or something. As it turns out, nothing means anything.
Predeterminism is bullshit. I, right now, could reach out and either hit you or hug you. I have that choice right now. I could do either of those things right now, but it's my choice to be your friend, and it is my choice to continue to be a part of this family, and it is my choice whether or not it was the blood talking or not, but for me to care about you. And I mean, even before this craziness started, and when it was just Elena and me, I mean, I had my eye on you. I saw what happened. I wasn't gonna let that fucking stand one way or the other. I mean, that's who I am. That's my personality. Malkov didn't make me that way. At least, if he... Yeah. I don't know. But that was my choice. To keep an eye out and to keep an eye on you, to make sure that, if things went too far, that you'd be able to get out of there. And that's how I'm going to continue doing things. Predeterminism is bullshit. And I care about you, and I care about Elena, and I care about Charlie, and I care about Charlotte. Those are my choices. I, right now, can walk away if I really wanted to. But I'm not.
But, like, maybe shouldn't we? I'm not a chosen kind of person like this. And like, I don't mean this offensively, but like, I don't think you are either.
I would agree with you if you talked to me a year ago like that. Now, I'm not so sure. I've said several times now that I've been wanting to use my position to do good. To speak for the rest of my clan, to stand up for us, to make the rest of the kindred give a shit about their cousins, who are just as important, just as valid, and just as useful as a Toreador, a Ventru, a Tremere.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've always been a bit of a firebrand, and I mean, being with you all has refined it. Once again, I have the choice. I could, right now, go burn down Connor's casino. But I'm not. It's my choice because I care about what the rest of you think and do. And predeterminism is bullshit.
Okay, you say that. But in the time you've had your position, what good have you really done for the clan while you've been so busy running around, dealing with Sabbat incursions, dealing with Connor, dealing with Crystal Ball? It sounds like this predeterminism is keeping you from doing the work you think is important.
You know, that's a very valid point, and I do... You're right.
We're just getting led around by the nose, and I don't want it. I want to do what I want to do. That was the whole point of all of this.
You know what?
I don't want to do it anymore.
You know what? Yeah. This is bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. Yeah, you're totally 100% right. If I wasn't running around being fucking Malkov's bitch, I'd be able to actually do something with my position.
Yeah, you'd have like time and like space to do things that you wanted to do that you thought were important. Not that some guy who lives in someone else's head that might also be his own head thinks is important.
Once you buy into the whole dreamscape theory, though, it all kind of makes sense. But that's neither here nor there.
It does all kind of check out, but that just makes me angrier.
So, all right. I'm done riding the ride. Okay? I'm done riding the ride. Let's get off of Malkov's payroll. Let's do what we need to do. Let's get this shit handled. And then, if there's still a city left, we can figure out what to do from there. If we decide, you know what, hey, the ashes are worth putting back together, sweet. If we decide to just fuck off to Cabo and open up a bar and that's the end of it, as long as I'm with you all.
That's all that matters to me, too.
That's one thing that Malkov got right. We do work.
I think we should make a promise. Because clearly we're on board this roller coaster, and getting off the roller coaster in the mid-roller coaster tends to be really bad for people. You want to pull into the station first. We do the thing for as long as we have to, but there's an end date. We pick an end date, and whether it's done or not, we fucking bail. Cabo. You know that promise people make, you know, if we're both single when we're 35, we'll get married? Like that, but not that.
Can we hear this?
Yes.
Probably.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I think we're only like 10 feet away, probably.
As soon as you say promise, I'm just like, no.
But
No more
You
promises.
hear her continue to go off about the, you know,
And as
end
soon-
date, blah, blah, blah.
And as soon as you say end date, I just go Christmas.
Christmas. If this isn't over by Christmas, we just go.
It was already going
Anywhere.
to be Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you know there's going to be something else and then something else and then something else, and I hate it.
So Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, but do we have to make pinky promises again?
No pinky promises. Just promises to each other.
The last time
the
that I made
family.
a pinky promise, I saw Kane, and I don't know how I feel about it yet.
We will circle back to that.
I'm willing to say Christmas.
Why do you have that up?
I'm
No
willing.
pinky-
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying. But,
Hey, you
Christmas.
pinky promise not to eat us.
okay.
Fine, okay. Christmas.
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 At that point, Cassandra gets a text from Charlotte saying,
Oh,
"Pick me up
hold
at the
that thought,
airport."
you guys. Sorry, what does it say?
Pick me up at the airport.
Good news.
And that's where we're going to end this particular episode.
Yay!
Because this just got so fucking meta.
Holy shit!
I thought I was just asking for help, guys. I'm sorry.
You made
Go,
me
Charlie. Jesus.
Christ, you made me pinky promise an antediluvian.
I'm gonna make you do
fuck?
shit.
When an antediluvian hands you their pinky, you don't just not do it.
I'm gonna make you do shit.
That's
So
just what
Kane,
Charlie's going to
Jesus
say
Christ.
from now on for the rest of this entire.
It's fucking Mr. Green from Clue. I didn't do it.
Jesus Christ! Oh my
Uh,
God!
So thank you all for paying attention to our extremely meta game. And for all the bits, for all the subscriptions that you've given to the channel, it is all appreciated. We are going to raid over, and it's going to be extremely meta and confusing because I filmed Monday for the other show, and I have a full beard. So I'm clean shaven now, and I
Time's
just
an
grow a beard
illusion.
in like 15 minutes. So let's do some quick outros, and then we can raid on over to Vancouver by night.
Good lord. Hi,
that's-
I'm. Yeah. Hi, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I've been the mouthpiece of God, I guess. I don't know. That's my Twitter handle, and there's my links over there. ATL by Night has wrapped season 6. We wrapped it earlier this week. You can watch all episodes on our YouTube channel or our Twitch channel. It got really weird, but not this kind of weird, a different kind of weird. That's twitch.tv/ATL by Night. Apart from that, I don't have anything really coming up, but you can see anything I've done on Martlet Games, Gehenna Gaming, Carrying Comfort Studios, Bard's Playhouse, wherever tabletop games are played.
Hi,
Yes.
Samantha McLarty. Elena Cortez de la Sombra.
Angelica.
Angelica. Yeah. Surprise, that's my name. My character's real name is Angelica. Yeah. So made pinky promises and shit with, gods essentially for vampires. Great stuff. Thanks for that, Charlie. Again, this is all your fault.
I'm doing it.
I love how no one's blaming the storyteller.
You didn't make him take us there.
or make the phone call that got us all involved in this shit in the first place. It's all your fault, Charlie. Yeah, I'm just completely like in a weird, can't wrap my head around shit game stuff meta. Yeah, thanks. I'm on things.
Lots of things.
Lots
You
of
were just-
things.
You were just on things last week, like earlier this week.
I was. Bloody Garden was one of them from Onyx Path. There's other things that I'm sure are happening at some point. Follow Linktree in the chat. My socials. I post about everything there, and yeah, things.
Thanks.
I love it when I break my players.
I'm just like, I don't know. I'm still like wrapping my head around everything that just happened this episode. It's like, holy shit. That's a lot. How do you authorize someone?
There.
Well, that's normal.
That's normal. It's like, what,
But no-
Tuesday?
I mean, yeah, it's fair.
Hi. Patrick Gill, creative director of Martlet Games. Yeah, the reason why Sam has a hard time rattling off everything that she's in is because there is a lot of stuff that Martlet has its hand in. Vancouver Adjacent is just one of the many things that, yes. And we've got Terminal Black, which is a 10 Candles game on Monday nights. We've got This Bloody Garden, which is a vampire Bahari game on Tuesday nights. And then
My
on
creepiest character ever.
it's great shit. Oh yes, I love her. And then Thursdays is Psychopomps Incorporated, which is a Al Hikata vampire game. And then we've got our contributions to the takeover, like office hours here on Saturdays, which you saw before this. Linktree, Twitter handle. I'm tired. Lex, it's your turn.
I'm Lex.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I thought Zach, you made a
We-
noise.
Yeah, we all heard Zach going, "Mrr."
So you say Eternal Black is on Mondays?
Did I mess that up?
No, I was asking, just Eternal Black is on Mondays?
Yes.
So Sam was on this past Monday.
Yes, she
I
was
mean, I'm not-
actually. Yes.
Does that mean,
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
Does that mean
Jesus
I'm up?
Christ. Time
Yes.
is a thing, man.
Yeah, Zach, you're up next week.
I'm up on Monday.
Yeah.
On Terminal Black. I'm
Yes.
up the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys just saw me. You guys just saw me this past Monday.
Huh?
Zach, okay, good
And
deal,
then,
good
and then
time.
Lex will be coming sometime after that.
Immediately
Something
Monday
to do with-
after that, in
Yeah,
fact.
Hey.
you're episode 3.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yup.
Mondays. Heartlit Games.
So, I'm Lex. I was Cassandra. Cassandra's having some trouble with all of this. Surely that will go well for her in the coterie and won't lead to deaths all over the city or anything. You can find me in places and stuff. I have links, I have Instagrams. Of course, on Friday, you will be seeing the finale of Skin Deep this upcoming Friday. Very, very exciting. And then I believe the Friday after that, there is a brief interview with all of the cast and all of my production staff, who is one guy who's also in the cast. So, you know, that's it for me pretty well.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
First question is for Patrick.
Yes.
Psychopops, is that connected to your other game?
Actually, yes, it is a sister game. There are no currently concrete connections. They're references and Easter eggs and little. Yes, the tales are, we'll say, influential but not connected.
And my second question is for Lex.
I'm Lex. Yeah. That shit gets real creepy up in Skin Deep. If you are not into like super body horror and like some of it being actually depicted on camera, do not watch that game. It is super viewer discretion advised. All the content warnings, please pay attention to them.
Ants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good, but it is so horrible. By horrible,
I've
I mean horror sense, because it's awesome and I love horror, but it's just like some of the descriptions I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. And Jonathan's
The
expression in that
disclaimers.
are absolutely amazing.
I am totally stoked for the next thing that you do too. Like I'm just like after seeing the Skin Deep, I'm just like, ooh, look at Lex. She's got some storytelling chops that are making me uncomfortable.
That's me. I live to make
Uneasy.
people uncomfortable.
And this guy's storyteller Steve. Speaking of breaking players, hi everybody.
Hi,
You're
Steve.
gonna see me 3 minutes or so with a full beard, because time is a thing apparently. So Sam keeps telling me. Yeah. So tune in to Vancouver by Night. All the links are gonna be over there for the Sunday tomorrow. Come in over to Vancouver by Night for our D&D game, 2 p.m. PST. Is it PST now or PDT? I can't remember. Whatever, it's Pacific.
Letters.
Tuesday D&D, Wednesday Changeling, Friday the finale of Skin Deep, and back here we're going to be having another full slate of Vampire Takeover next Saturday. Come on by. Now we're going to raid over to Vancouver by Night. So have a good night, everybody, and thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.